surprises. And actually Penny alongside that. Penny obviously ACS-wise the top performer for version 1 in the Challengers finals at least. On the side of Crazy Raccoons, let's see a little bit of an adjustment here from what I was expecting at least. No Omen and actually the Astra coming in on Rion.
Ooh, V1 almost being in a spot of bother, but we are live into this one. It'll be V1 on the defensive side. See our Crazy Raccoons on the attacking side, and let's see what these regions look like. We know North America comes with a heavy tag of expectations, but they have to now stand up to the test. They have to deliver. And Munchkin going walkabout in mid. That's gonna be jammyz instantly getting info. Doesn't quite find the shot he wanted to begin with. Gonna call for a rotation from that Phoenix, but now Munchkin happy to take the fight.
Oh, actually slips through. We'll find jammyz on switch, but
man.
An awkward engagement.
If he got set up in there, if
say,
Munchkin got set up in there and
no man's land.
Well, if he won the duel, they probably would have won the round. But if he just got set up,
the green light for
would have been all right.
The Crazy Raccoons to try and swing back towards B.
So this turret is going to make noise. Once the turret makes noise, it's going to hit him.
Shock dart right now.
Right about.
That's just going to be on the. It's going to be on contact for the turret.
Go.
Huge.
It's good.
Value.
It's really good. 3 of them looking worse for wear, just kind of falling into the hand so perfectly. Effy's putting on a show just for Jonas in that watch party, but for now we wait patiently to see what the Crazy Raccoons can do with this. They've been given a little bit of room to work towards the side, but it's all being watched. Zellsis towards one, Effys with another. This is looking lovely stuff. Just enough room to keep them cornered in, and
let's go V1. All right.
To play with them. V1 with a great start.
Yeah,
they got the pistol.
Actually, it's the discipline that stands out there. Again, a little bit of a weird engagement between jammyz and Munchkin, but that whole time, Effys has got the confidence to just sit there with the shock dart pulled. And that's a nice little setup there on the back of the turret contact in B main.
Really
doing
nice.
just about enough damage.
That whole round relied on
the
the market player. Munchkin getting that kill determined the round, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
But it went into V1's favor, so.
Well, bits like that will always make me happy, but V1 with a good start might shake off some of the nerves that could potentially be there. A good beginning can help you build, but start, see how this goes on. You can see
nice.
The ideas are there. V1 is setting traps everywhere, these small little set pieces just to be kept in mind, and aggression out of nowhere. Neth's now going to be in trouble. He's got to fall back away from this, the turret, trying to keep him safe, but jammyz unafraid, happy to post up here.
Again, even the
I love how V1 is aggressive on A main and B main.
The initial control. Medusa actually going to send a few shots through.
They have literally nobody cat.
The turret's still in spot as well. But
jump spotting mid.
Still want to kind of tassel with V1 here as the alarm bot
V1 set up well though.
Back off main for the time being. Vanity still posted with that judge.
Oh.
So, yeah, Penny drifted all the way
Get
out.
the heck out of there, man.
He's about to chase this down here.
He's trying. Whereas Jammyz doesn't quite get there
close.
In time, but he's going to maybe lean towards the side. You can see Astra trying to pick up the slack here, trying to give themselves a little bit
I think
of
they
rest
heard
if
him.
needed.
I think they heard him go A.
Gonna have to just keep his
and
head
leave
down
B-main
for now. They've made it a little dangerous, but it's still just pistols. No armor to supplement. No spike to be planted here. You can see the judge and just rattling off the shots. And now just Neth left alive in a 1v4. Nah, not going to get it. 4 standing. Gorgeous work from V1. I like the aggression. They didn't get punished for it either.
Again, these little set pieces in the early round here is, again, probably the biggest opportunity for V1 to make things as easy as possible for them.
1 enemy remaining.
Let's see. Bringing through 4 weapons here.
Dude, it's so bright, man. How do you play with that much digital vibrance?
Early on, maybe get some momentum built in terms of the economy.
My eyeballs.
See how this one goes on the bonus now for V1. First real test for them as the Crazy Raccoons do come back in with that full purchase at least. But it doesn't look like the aggression stopping. Look at this extremity control coming out from V1, pushing out towards that B side of things, getting a little bit of a deeper utility put down. Not unnoted potentially, but still.
Yes, the judge.
On the cusp of something here. Munchkin on the other side. Outtimed, outdone.
Man,
Munchkin.
I was so excited.
Advantage as much as you want. The man's just got the shot done. So now already a little bit of an avenue open towards short. Oh, and I love the fact they're actually falling away from this. This is fantastic in my eyes. They draw the rotation towards short. They get that first pick. They fall away. I quite like that. Now they're double dipping back towards us, however. Penny now going to be fully aware.
The heck, this Marshall skin is sick.
Towards the site, going to take control, and good site take thus far. No real problems yet. Zephyr's still going to be trying to make sure there's no dangers lurking around any of these corners.
They played that well.
Spike to cross, and it looks as though it is
the Sova. The Sova drone got spotted by the bot.
To what V1 can really do with this. Penny's still keeping control of Heaven.
I don't think V1 wins this round. No way.
You see the deep play coming out as well.
Unless they hit some nice shots.
On the back, just making sure no flank could come through. So the only threat's really going to be short and Heaven.
Oh,
Zephyr has
okay.
to take this fight. Spots out one. No real problems just yet. They just bide the time. Neth going to be trying to sit this one out. And yeah, it looks like V1 are trying to weigh up their options. Any damage to be done could be fantastic here if they can cost them those rifles. They can maybe build from this short piece. There was a second where jammyz could have maybe converted, and there it is. Zellsis and Penny out of nowhere, double down. Zellsis finds another.
Damn, not bad.
effys
Not a bad round.
finds some fantastic work. Now the time's not going to be there, but the damage is done. Now can they get the rifles away in time? That's a big question. You can see Medusa waiting and at least punish effys. There we go. Keeps that one away, but one rifle taken back for Zellsis. And it seems like the Marshal will be maintained too.
That was not a bad bonus. They took away a lot of their guns. Playing the long game.
2-1. Zellsis off to a good start. And do you know what, the one thing I've got to say, look, North America, I know like we're doing the whole like banter thing. We don't like each other apparently, but I'm so glad to still see Phoenix being run so often out there. I also had when Scream picked it up, so I'm glad to be seeing a bit of Phoenix coming through this early on. I don't get to see it much in EU, but always love a bit of it. So, as said, for now, 2-1. This is the real deal. This is the big boy that comes out. Now, yes, we do have that leftover Marshall for Vanity. If he gets the tags, I'm not too fussed, and he looks to be proactive with it as well. Trying to spot towards mid. So we do once again see the similar approach from the Crazy Raccoons taking control. Trying to build through, clear towards B. While the rest hold pretty deep back at this point. Keep your eye on the spike. They have no intention of going anywhere fast. And Munchkin. Showing presence, trying to keep maybe the attention drawn. You can see Penny starting to get a little curious towards middle. Now,
those stars were perfectly timed.
If they overcommit to this. Patience being shown by the Crazy Raccoons.
I don't know how much it's going to really matter, though. They're playing retake A.
Chance. And there's the first opportunity. Doesn't quite get what he wants, but it does encourage Penny on the swing. That's a lovely little set piece towards middle. Again, Zephyr trying to get the trade out, but Penny's already dipped. Looks like the side hit's going to be coming in pretty soon. Already Rion going to be setting that one up. Trying to pull all that utility in the right place. Zephyr going to be leading the way through here already, though. Version 1 of players on site. You can see up above Zephyr.
Bro, he's moving so fast.
Been a huge claim on towards it. Now here comes the re-aggress. Off the back of the flash, Medusa, though, does find Zellsis. Penny on the trade out. Medusa still on the side trying to play it safe, but Penny is causing problems. Nice. And huge work from V1 playing back in from heaven.
This is looking really good for V1 right now.
Don't worry about it. He'll be back.
They are in control.
Chill out with me for a while. It's all gravy. But for North America, I'm sure you guys will be happy with this performance thus far, at least as a beginning. Seeing Zellsis and Penny doing well. I love that little swing in middle off that contact on towards short. There's the swing from Penny. Just these small set plays. They're really nice combinations between each other, just pulling attention in any which way. And Penny doing very well. So at this point, making it through that first buy round that was a kind of integral one, and now, of course, you can see the economy has been put back in the bin.
If V1 wins this round clean,
but a very patient beginning.
It's going to be really good.
I have to wait and see if they've got.
Like you gotta hope
on these. Maybe
you gotta hope V1 wins this clean.
Rounds if they have some.
Maybe lose one gun.
Light armor invested.
If they lose like 3 guns, that's gonna kind of suck.
Maybe we'll have Hypoc back.
So we'll see what happens.
And Zephyr starting to make some progress up mid, and you can see the handiwork of not only jammyz, but our main man Yeti there. Maybe it was Prius, maybe it was Sapphire, who knows? Maybe I'm giving too much credit, but we do love observers here. And it looks like it's go time. Already head on straight through, but jammyz quickly claims it.
That was well timed.
But that's not bad. Zellsis is going to buy the time. Pop down the molly, swing on the flash as well. Effy's right by his side. Look at this. I love the fact they fight together, and Zellsis isolating Zephyr. And now Vanity wants in. They've been called over. Look at this.
No more deaths.
This is brilliant team play between each other.
Beautiful to watch, actually, Lauren. I have joined you back now. And actually, in a perfect round to see it as well.
Yeah, enjoy.
Rion, last man standing, Sheriff in hand. Again, just going to look to do a little damage here. Spike unretrievable. Well, you can actually isolate Vanity up in here, but he's the lowest at 5
If they get away
HP,
with this, getting 4 alive, that's good.
Oh, it might actually be Penny here in mid.
No, dude, the money!
We'll find the first. So the second. Zellsis is third on the round there. And V1 cleaning that one up with ease.
And keep in mind, Zellsis has LAN experience. You know, if you're not too familiar with some of these players, even if you're a fan of North America, some of these players, maybe you didn't know, maybe you're of the Shroud era, right? I get you. We were all a big fan of it. Don't get me wrong. we're all aboard the Skadoodle Shroud,
what
you know, all that era. But some of these young guns from NA are phenomenal to watch, and I'm glad Zellsis is already having a really good performance. To keep your eyes on someone like him, he's definitely a player to watch for me now after seeing the work he's been putting in early. Same with Penny, already looking really solid. But it looks like timeout has come in. Curious who that might be from. So at this point, I doubt V1's calling it, so maybe the Crazy Raccoons with an early one.
Well, I think you make a good point.
The Shroud era
from V1 coming online individually is going to relieve, or at least alleviate a lot of that pressure.
I got my own era, I guess.
Especially in this game one, really an opportunity for V1 to find their footing, I guess, in a different setting. Yeah, scrims are one thing, and kind of getting through those synergy issues. But
how much you paid them?
Match itself, it's definitely a big positive for a few individuals to step up on the
Called
side
you
of
a boomer. Okay, dude.
Yep. For now, I think we just constantly, it's just that wait and see, right? Like I'm hoping, and maybe this is my bias, right? Finally showing, like I'll actually be a biased caster, but I kind of want to see more from Crazy Raccoons, to see a region that's maybe not deemed to be like an FPS heavy region necessarily do really well. Now, that's no discredit to V1. Like, obviously I expect NA to do well. Have you not noticed that I've literally done none of these predictions? Because I honestly think NA and EU are neck and neck at this point. Like, I can't go against my own region because I'll just be murdered, but...
What do you think I avoided them?
Yeah, we're the big brain ones, dude. I'm just sat here quietly going, yes, enjoy all those hype trailers, guys. Sure. But it does seem as though there's a little bit
Never mind, it's a tech pause, not a tech pause.
But it does give us time just to kind of, you know, have a little nonsense conversation. But again, I do want to see another region elevate. I think, especially during the EMEA qualifiers, we saw the CIS region look scary as anything. I think everyone knows about Gambit, at least in Scrimbucks, but they are incredible. They're a very good team. The Turkish teams, we already know the Turkish player base is incredibly individually skilled. We're waiting for that God team to come out. I want to see a couple of other regions find their teams, and I really hope it's this tournament, and I expect it to be NA and EU towards the finals, genuinely. But I would love to see another region just surprise me, just really come out and do something that really catches off guard. But it does seem as though the tech timeout has been resolved. So
it's like it never even happened.
Let's get back into it.
Penny is definitely going for the double updraft knives, for sure. Will Penny get one, though? Oh, wait, maybe not. Maybe he's not. Oh, he's not doing it. Okay, he's not doing it. He's not doing it.
So that same set piece you've come to expect now. And I love the fact that technically, if they do go for it, if they opt to go for it, like let's say 3 rounds, 4 rounds, they set the precedent they can't get away from it, but it looks like a contact piece up short here, Hypok. Hypok has just vanished on me.
Crazy Raccoons has realized that Cat, they can take Cat freely. Up until this point, of course.
Well, I've got a damn good game. And Munchkin, look, this was the guy that I was highlighting at the start to be one to potentially watch. Does at least find one on Zellsis, but an instantaneous trade comes back out. So V1 do keep the numbers for now. A 4v4 will ensue. And I wonder where they take this advantage. Traditionally, you'd argue if the attacking side is on an even number, like a 4v4, they will at least hold the advantage towards
They're
the
going to wait
side,
this drone out, or dart. They're going to Killjoy ult.
But reaggressing slightly.
Killjoy
here.
ult's going to work well because effys doesn't have
He
his.
might get a little bit more than he'd want to, but yeah, it can be a burst piece from the at least
no
3
Killjoy
of the
ult.
players now coming through. Zephyr's going to be the one kind of at the forefront of this, going to lead the way in. Effys playing a little deeper on the site. Spam does connect a touch, but the site will go towards the Crazy Raccoons for now.
They don't need a Killjoy ult.
Quick kill on the way, but no, the spike's already on the site.
Chad
so
gamers.
This should be a post plant. Unless anything can disrupt it, I don't think anything
But
can.
the beauty of it is now they can use it right now.
See a fully fledged
and
Zephyr. Already going to start this one.
Are they going to use it?
Play coming back on through, but Penny way too quick. just absolutely eviscerates Zephyr. Now gonna look for more. He keeps going. Penny is on a tear right now, and he knows where the next target's gonna be, and he is unstoppable in this. Penny with an incredible playback.
That was nuts.
He's got teammates beside him, but he didn't even.
He killed that guy by accident.
And V1
well, kind of.
pulling off a absolutely formidable retake.
Holy shit! Oh my god! That was nuts.
Genuinely thought that was gonna be the first time we really saw the Crazy Raccoons take part in this, take a piece of this. But I could watch this all day. Give me this replay right now. The first, I'm like, yeah, that's not bad. What? Why can't my Jets do this in my games? Gimme Penny, dude. This guy is absolutely sick.
All right.
Again,
okay,
yes,
V1, relax.
I get Penny doing that, so
Jeez.
it's just fine. And what this does is put Crazy Raccoon's money back in the bin. They are struggling for a way forward at the moment. Maybe this will turn into another scenario we saw in the previous.
Oh.
Have to see if these gun rounds ever sit favorably with maybe the regions we're waiting to see if anything can come from.
There.
Uh-oh.
Vanity on the other side. Let's see what he does here. He's got support. Penny's already found Medusa. This again, as soon as there's contact, I love the fact that V1 swing. There's no baiting. There's no just, oh, you take the fight. There's always another layer. There's always that next face coming out. This is just brilliant.
They could have gotten away with no deaths.
Solid.
Vanity was.
I mean,
they weren't on the same wavelength right there. Phoenix was flashing. Vanity was swinging. I don't know.
That made me laugh. All right, like I've got to be serious.
They got good money right now.
Hey,
V1 has really good money.
Quickly.
A short, snappy piece, right? Well,
Penny's got the op.
There you go.
Nice.
They're looking damn good.
Short and sweet. Short and sweet.
Don't need to talk about Mitch Man already. 6-1 opts out for Penny. Come on, Penny. Yes, bring me the money. He's gonna double dip.
Oh, I like that. In between the pulse.
Falls away
went
though
for
eventually. Gives up middle control. First time we've seen, I guess the Crazy Raccoons take that, not necessarily for free, but they have taken it without a loss of life.
And that's it here. See Penny gonna, after showing early presence on short with the operator here, gonna drift
back. This is huge.
Maybe actually try and pick up.
This is so huge.
One of these players. Actually, Medusa gonna caught off guard there, but now actually with the cloud burst, Zephyr's position will be revealed, at least noted he's come deep enough towards Pizza. And Penny once again could reset and play even deeper this time around. Zellsis now going to swing on, spy out Munchkin on short. That's little hot hands and the gravity well combo, but not going to get any damage done there. There's Raccoon's opportunity to reset. You can see the spike making his way back through spawn now, Lauren. And
it's like their only play. If they have somebody in market, they can't really.
Munchkin, actually.
They can't really do much. They just got to split.
Yeah, off the back of that control, that's going to be
V1 should know this though.
Zephyr coming through market. Gonna be a bit of a surprise.
Wow, that was close.
Tag's not enough. That's going to encourage the swing from jammyz, who's going to stay alive in this one. Swings out again, catching even more. jammyz with great work here, biding time and bringing this back to maybe manageable situation. Was at least Munchkin finding Penny there. Kind of surprising, but Munchkin now ult out, needs to kind of find place for this. Does want to clear the back.
I thought someone was in sight.
Decides to go for it himself. Might just send that through towards CT. Spike does need to be planted.
10 seconds
and it goes down. Now 2v3. No Penny on the retake, but still Zellsis.
They got two flashes. They got a wall. They got shock dart. They got recon.
Nothing feels safe here. Zellsis already going to lead the way in. Effys holding that swing as well. And there it is, just down to Munchkin. A 1v2 required. Take a little bit of damage on that. The tag comes in. Incy deals with Zellsis. Maybe there's still some hope here. Munchkin on the reload, though, has to dip around, bite the time. Trying to play it on the clock. He gets the tag, not the frag.
Well
done. Back in.
Holy.
And Munchkin brings some pride for the Crazy Raccoons.
Beautifully played. Again, this is the sort of round I was talking about in the pre-game, was really relying on a player like Munchkin to step up and pop off and close out some of these rounds that you got to argue that they should be winning, right? But Munchkin plays it.
His resolution.
It's one by one. Payshell.
His resolution. I love it.
Repeat, actually. Right here, I thought he was actually going to get the tap onto the Phoenix reset as well.
I love the different voice lines. I love it.
Alarm bots hanging out together. And Penny, similar positioning before, but actually committing on this one. Gonna push through as well. Ooh. And here comes the info.
Wow, way too many people shot that.
Solidifying what Penny saw earlier on.
Didn't matter. V1 did not budge at all.
Position to catch the cross and effys, yeah.
Okay, this dart is going to make him
That's it. This is tricky.
They're about to win another round.
Almost catching jammyz off, and he will do on lane.
They found their weakness. They found it. It's B.
Effys
they figured it out
for the time being. Send out a shock dart or two, maybe try and find a little bit of chip damage before this retake comes through. Fantastic opening there from Zephyr with the Blade Storm.
Yeah, it must be nice. We'll take him. Munchkin a little low, but that's just fine. This retake's not looking likely, and that op in hand might make this a bit too costly. I'm seeing Penny already backing out of this one. So this might be a bit of a save on this for now. Trying to play it back in, sure they could, but Penny wants to keep that op up, and I'm not sure what the money's like at this point, but I'm sure it's going to be at least kept somewhat.
They should do some sort of mid-control this round.
To rebuy this, so yeah, I think this one's going to be a bit of a save on this.
They have the op for it. The op can cover.
Well, there's any further damage that can be done. Penny going to pluck Zephyr in the air, and the rest of Crazy Raccoons. I mean, yeah, still 6-3 the scoreline now. Want to build up a little bit of a buffer on their economy at least, and likewise on V1. Don't want to throw too much away in terms of their financial position either. Penny already up to 13-3. Just a quick point to make as well, though. And again, as soon as that pressure comes through in the early round, Rion actually drifts away.
These resolutions, man.
If Penny plays a few more rounds on short, very, very deep, and goes hunting, he can find a lot of space.
Yes.
I mean, in the previous round, he sent one shot out and rotated, but the opportunity's there if he can identify it.
Nope, they can't do mid-control with those stars. That's annoying.
Zellsis by his side and the Aldrone, so they've really committed in towards holding the main approach rather than the mid, maybe the mid flank that they could have exploited. So this looks like to be their answer. You can see the turret going to be dealt with. And maybe just post, I mean, do you want to just post Penny up, or maybe you want to be more proactive? Of course, once
Penny's
that
getting a kill.
Taken, mid's now
no, he's not.
They're going to hear the op go. So they now know that short is slightly lighter of a player, because that's where generally Penny's been posted.
I'm so shocked he didn't get that guy.
And this is interesting, actually, because effys is coming up to pick up the slack in mid from spawn. You can see Medusa and Zephyr once again pushing towards market, and actually going to drift back onto short here. Now, jammyz got it all to do, to be honest with you, and his utility's burnt up pretty early on, so he's not got a lot to stop this.
No.
Crazy Raccoons is playing this well.
For his side, and side's seemingly
they essentially forced them to do some sort of B control, and then they took advantage of it.
Raccoons have bounded back, I've got to say it. They've started to actually find some good side takes. They've been able to kind of
this Killjoy ult, though.
This
V1 Killjoy ult.
V1, they did do well before in these, but they need to clear short pretty deep to get past this safely. You're going to have the Killjoy ult invested, and Zephyr's still happy to just try and dodge.
Cover it, dude. Cover it. Oh, my God. Hello. Watch the cat, man.
But that's going to be a huge
God.
Yeah, Zephyr gets it for free, tries to dip back around. effys punishes from short, but by now there's a trade out. That deep hold from short we were talking about is going to be hard to clear, and it was. Medusa going to play towards hell, and there's no way out of this. Suddenly, the Crazy Raccoons have worked it out.
All right.
Yeah, there was a fantastic setup in the post line. You said
nobody was watching that
so
ult.
Deep. I mean,
nobody.
That scenario with the clock.
They were not watching Cat
at all. It takes so much to dig him out of that position that really, I think it's just a single glance from two members of version 1.
That double flank was sick,
though.
though.
Clearance there, and Munchkin absolutely.
They had the first guy go out, break the lockdown. He should have never been able to break it, and then they had a second one.
Was it Zephyr in heaven that caught vanity?
Mm-hmm.
Just as that smoke drops. And again, still got that dash, so he gets away scot-free with it.
I'm glad to see them pull the timeout here as well for V1. It's not many rounds to play with, of course, but it's enough that you don't want to be messing around with this.
He doesn't use tracers?
Absolutely love this replay. I love the way we go to 100% digital vibrance. Like, this is a game screen right here. You know when you're like, you're actually watching someone.
Stretched res, 100% vibrance.
You gotta love it. But I'm glad to see a timeout from V1, because you don't want to get run over here. You'd like to close out, because again, the answer that Crazy Raccoons have found is now been able to be replicated. It's not just a one-off. These side takes have been good, and it feels like they've been able to play around Penny's kind of impact. He's not been able to be in the right place at the right time. The retakes have been read well. They haven't been able to deal with these side takes.
No, they haven't. I think actually, you're right. At this point, you want to kind of stop the bleeding, so to say, because a couple of these rounds really, Crazy Raccoons have done a really, really good job in the early round of at least taking some of the tools away from version 1. Some of that stall. Or actually, when it comes...
I'm not sure what V1's going to do differently.
Round, things like Medusa and Zephyr exploring very deep towards market, and it's making version 1 re-explore all of this kind of close territory towards, I mean, both sites really, and mid. The Crazy Raccoons are able to then just...
Like, I want to see V1 do a mid control, but it's going to be hard because of the stars.
So much of his utility
they need to do like a late one.
To kind of
but not too late.
Maybe just an initial dry peek up onto tree. But then when they can stack behind that, I mean, that information gets relayed. They can stack up behind, and 3 or 4 players come through.
This turned from a tech pause into a tech pause.
jammyz then kind of re-peeking that.
When you think it's a zoom on the coach, but really it's a Red Bull fridge.
Tech pause and no tech pause.
But at this point, I mean, it's a long tactical if it is. But maybe it's just getting back underway. I feel as though if it's not starting up soon... No, it is. There we go. We're fine. But I want to see what V1 do now. Like, I want to see what their answer is, because they did post up Penny towards main, and it looks like they're going to go for it again, potentially. But it feels like try to get Penny in the right place at the right time here.
Yeah, it is.
That
but,
B main.
I mean, credit where credit's due. Crazy Raccoon seem to have found an answer, at least to find some success and consistent success, because it's kind of repeating the same process once again. It's the early default, and then finding a gap and leaning heavily towards it. I think you're right, though. A lot of version 1 success right now relies on Penny finding an opener. That was close. I don't know if Neth had any idea just how close it was. Luckily, he was posted up still watching us. But now I'm going to put the turret down. And
that sucks.
But I love this counter utility just to make it really uncomfortable for Penny. I mean, we talk about this when it comes to other maps like, you know, shower control and the kind of back and forth of utility use. I love the fact we're seeing it here. It's kind of really keeping Penny working for it. And you saw the impact he had when he got given freedom, but for now they are going to go back towards that lean towards A. Bit of a good spam actually comes out and catches Medusa in a big way, down to, what, no HP? Yeah, a couple of the other players are pretty low on the other side. Vanity and Zellsis is going to take a little bit of a hit off the back of that, but by now already the spike's down again.
Well, jammyz will find Medusa actually trying to, I guess, reset from that. Now Munchkin got to get away from the spot, but he will do it. We'll find a headshot as well. Effys with the shock dart also.
Yeah, but this is still game on.
Oh my
what can you do with this? No! Just darted.
I didn't think V1 was going to win that round.
Been able to get in there in time, but caught in the end by Vanity, pulling off this play back in. But I've got to say it, Munchkin is just snappy, dude. That guy has got some aim. But this was actually a retake that they made work for themselves here on V1.
Last round.
I didn't think V1 was going to win that round. That was good. That was a good retake.
One player out.
That was close.
Really awkward
it was really
spot.
close.
That shock dart. Actually, I think it was intended for Munchkin.
The smoke on Cat might have messed him up.
Sure.
They threw a smoke tree, but there was a little bit of a gap.
Not sure who it ended up being, but you can see. Oh, it was Munchkin actually. Sorry. Well, it actually ended up being a second player, but I guess Munchkin was low enough to be the one to fall to it. Here comes this Crazy Raccoons actually. 4 ultimates on the board, everything except the Blade Storm. Zephyr, so lots at their disposal.
They're just gonna Killjoy ult to take it.
You should run.
So now, truly garnered. Ryan gonna try and get the punish. Does get the tag, not the frag. Real close though. Real close. Now the sight hit's not come through just yet. Vanity gonna have to back away, respect this for now. Zephyr though gonna start building through, clear the utility. But that's gonna allow Penny a nice little grab towards Neth. That's gonna be a big pickup on the way
watch
in.
the cat. Watch the cat.
Is down, but the post plants are nowhere near a safe. They do not have short control.
Or
now
rush the cat. All right.
As well, Zellsis needs to clear this. The flash is good, and so is the frag to follow. And now they get the play towards the site.
They should win this. They got the Zellsis ult.
Advantage for them. Zellsis also ultimate available. He's actually going to pop that, come through, try and clear through. He actually will find Zephyr behind Jen.
Still on the site though. Didn't pretty. Does have ult around as well. To not use it, just the gun at his side. Munchkin trying to play the time, trying not to give it away. Medusa.
No way.
I love this. I love the long play around here. Yeah, there's the ult gonna be popped. There's nothing they can do on this. They have to try and push it. He's even predicting it. Medusa
well
knows
played.
what's up, sends one just in time,
Wow.
and they do clear it, but not in time for V1.
Medusa just won them that round.
Really, really good readjustment there, actually, from Medusa. As soon as it
Switching sides.
comes up, he's able to peel away far enough, play from a deeper position, and make use of that Hunter's Fury.
He played that
He's frantically
so
trying
well.
to chase him down with the Odin, but at that point, the round all but concludes.
Reloading. Stay down. One enemy remaining.
And V1, by hook or by crook, have done well enough to stabilize towards the end of that. You could see the Crazy Raccoons were finding room. Like, not a lot, but there was room. They'd been getting the spike plants, beginning into these post plants. I'm glad that V1 decided to speed up the kind of play back in through short, taking that control a little bit quicker, but still, we are going to be heading in towards...
Something.
Maybe not the second half yet.
I was so confused.
like,
Heading
look,
back
I was actually
towards
so
something,
confused. I didn't know what
yes.
happened.
like, look, British
It's not my
I thought
fault
the
this
stream
time.
broke.
is poor,
Not my
but I
fault this
can realize that 1 is not meant to be where that ends. So we'll have to wait and see what the updates are on this one. Maybe just gonna wait this out for a second.
There's a lot
or
of
two.
production issues here.
Hopefully,
EU
everything's
production, you
sorted.
know?
Yeah, we looking like we're going into the second
It's a
half. now.
joke!
5 to 7. The UI has caught up.
Relax.
Nice work, Hud. Shout out to you. And any interesting purchases coming through? Any raid bosses? I'm waiting to see like the Yampy like frenzy with white armor or anything like that. But for now, it looks pretty normal.
See, actually 3 frenzies on the side, version 1 at least, and you on the side of Crazy Raccoons and the Ghost on Zephyr, so expect him to try and play a little distant here and make use of.
I wonder if they know that they're playing double market.
Ranges.
I wonder if V1 has some sort of
Going to
read.
be given a lot of space in B main here. Again, a turret inside or just inside spawn. The only thing to really spot out this push should it come through. Going to get spotted on the owl drone as well.
Well, now they know.
Pretty easily.
They definitely know
dealt with
now. Oh my god, they're rotating so
off the
quickly.
rip. Actually, yeah, you can see version 1 is like, surely somebody's playing lane or site.
Yeah, maybe getting more than they expected, but as much as all there's noise and ruckus, it just sounds like peacocking. That's gonna be a spike plant and no harm done, but already gonna take a little bit of space back in. Vanity trying to play this just right, does get caught by that though. Damage now done and position now noted. You have to clear this position. It could be such a problem playing towards that retake, but actually Medusa with a great little pickup. They need
Dude,
more
they're
trades coming
so
back
quick.
in and forth. It's gonna be just down to
Crazy
effys
Raccoons
in
is
a
so
1v3.
fast.
Trying to get the timing right. No, not gonna
perfect.
happen. This is danger now. This is dangerous territory. Winning this pistol, probably gonna convert the next. I mean, probably. Puts them right back on level pegging. This is gonna be the Crazy Raccoons putting now North America's representative, the second to qualify through, into a spot of bother.
They just flew in, dude.
To bring this.
They completely
this one
disregarded
round,
that
I mean,
A main
Penny
guy.
having a
It's good.
fantastic performance. They're 16 and 5, but
They didn't really need to.
again, not
I,
reflecting
they had
the
someone
overall
watch it,
round
I'm pretty
score.
sure, but
And this could get
Up I go.
a little tricky here. And again, coming back to some of the discussions we were having before this game went live, in terms of like executions and things like that, that's really where the biggest question comes out. Yes, V1 looked very comfortable on defense, but some of those synergy issues might become more and more apparent on attack.
V1 bot.
They really get pushed.
Zephyr trying to play at the back of sight here.
Lots of damage done,
needs-
actually.
Yeah, he does need some support though.
Oh my-
That's dangerous. That's a lot of faith that
My
smoke would be there
God.
at the time, but he does get to back away now, feel a little bit more comfortable. 41 HP.
Maniac,
But it's at least dealt with the
holy.
initial intention from
There was so
V1.
much faith in that smoke.
And actually, lots
That
drawn out
timing
in
was
terms of
insane. I feel like the smoke just went up.
utility. Jammyz in a position to greet any, I guess, aggression on the other side of the map should it come through. But Neth just going to be playing behind his utility. Also got Medusa there to back him up.
Bear in mind, V1 have put a fair amount of investment behind this round. They've got the armor, they've got some upgraded weaponry. They've not come into this completely lightly. So again,
Little mid to B.
already being kind of pushed around a little here is far from ideal for them. Medusa kind of patrolling towards mid a touch, but
Ooh, mid to A?
not expecting
This is dangerous.
this much. Yeah, V1's about to slice right between them here. Medusa more focused towards the site itself. Turns around now. The timing's everything.
the
Nice
timing's
burst.
perfect.
That's so well done by V1.
They're
Just
literally
completely
in their
isolates the player. Now
spawn.
it's the rep towards the site. Zepher, desperate for connection, does
Dude.
find it on Zellsis, but quickly, what?
What a
Vanity?
weird round.
Vanity died there. There is no way. What has just happened? Effys is now in a 1v4, and I have no idea how this has gone wrong. I was so expectant of V1 to convert off the back of that lovely pinch, but this is all gone to nothing.
Why'd they go spawn?
Crazy Raccoons just dominated that. That's 4 alive.
The fact that they recovered that round, and again,
That's
the timing
crazy.
is
They could have just went.
absolutely heartbreaking.
They could have
for
killed the
Medusa,
guy's
'cause
spawn,
he gets a ping
went
on the
back
recon
door,
ball, and
broke
that's when he's like,
door,
oh yeah, actually
took
they're in
B.
B main. As soon as that ping comes through, V1 timed that peak so well. Somehow, I don't know how Rion wins that in spawn, but he did.
That's crazy.
At that point, things just go from bad to worse. I mean, Neth finds another 2 kills.
I mean,
I guess on the back of 2 individual peaks coming somewhere on B site. But that looked like it
You
was
know.
V1's to take with the first blood.
Yes, 100%.
It's a
Now,
risk. Why
think about
not?
What this does to the
Send
money.
it.
This kind of offsets how the round should go, technically. As we're back all even, this buy is substantially favorable towards the Crazy Raccoons, but V1 could still do some damage here. However, we said this map would be that litmus test. This is generally considered a favorable map
Wow.
for the Crazy
Clean.
Raccoons. You can see as to why Ryan is just mopping it up, making it look real simple. And I promise you, it's not. But at this point,
No
we kinda think
reload
just going,
animation.
okay, V1, this isn't the best map for them, historically, but again, they are playing against normally very, very high-tier teams. Now, Crazy Raccoons, we don't know what to make of that region yet, so again, it kind of put it into that question. This could be a really telling sign of where this map sits, because again, a good map for Crazy Raccoons, a middle map for V1, but
Crazy
looking at the
Raccoons seems
scoreline,
pretty
This
good.
looks like the Crazy Raccoons have a great approach to it so far. Now, this is early in the second half.
I haven't really
so
watched them.
let's not get too excited by it
At
just
all,
yet, but
I'm pretty
Jammy's going to
sure.
take some free space here. If he gets this could open up so much room for rotation. He's going to hear the steps towards CT. He's done his job here to maybe allow some room
Yeah.
short, but Munchkin says,
30 seconds left. Down A. Flawless.
Nice.
Yeah, I like the idea behind that. Jammyz trying to pull as many bodies off A as possible. Unfortunately, not able to find anything elsewhere on short. Crazy Raccoons actually pull ahead here. Find themselves in an 8-7 situation here, and this is when you start getting a little bit worried.
or a little excited if you like upsets, and that's something I'm always down for. Or just to see V1 pushed. I want to see how far these guys can go now. And the purchase here is going to be kind of that elongated bonus round, I guess. It's a little bit deeper
Elon?
into where it should be, technically. But as it stands, 8-7, Crazy Raccoon's in the lead now. And yes, this buy is going to be the SMGs, the leftovers from the previous, and of course up against rifles. V1 should, just off pure pound-for-pound firepower, should have a good shot at this. I think Medusa just caught a glimpse of Penny. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Gonna fall away from that, give him a little bit of room, respect it, but trying to maybe find angles that work against these rifles.
Can he continue to push forward? Medusa
V1
now,
V1
he
is
already spotted
waiting
out. He just needs to
for them to give them something. They're just sitting there
play
waiting.
contact here. with
They're
the
waiting
Spectre
for
again.
Crazy Raccoons to make a mistake, but they're not going to make a mistake. They're going to have to do
Here
something.
comes through. Zellsis actually going to pop his ultimate, clear all the way through market. That was with that early information, nobody actually lent towards B site. It's just Neth and Medusa here. Now we're going to see the rotation come through.
This looks
Zellsis still
pretty
isolated
good
after
for
the reset. His
V1.
ultimate might actually get caught out here from short, and he
That-
will
So much pressure.
That was not
so
play.
much pressure on just one man. That is a rifle recovered, I guess, and if they could then maybe pin a little bit more pressure towards Vanity, that would be
He,
impressive.
just needed,
but
he needed to fight.
I want to see what they try and do with
He was
this.
stuck.
Crazy Raccoons are really,
He tried to get out of a
really
spot where
hammering
he's
this
stuck
one
with
in,
his
but
knife and just-
it's going to be that
he
final
might
push
as well
towards the side
fight.
that's going to be tough against the rifles. Vanity's still going to be a problem to get past as well. They're going to try and at least put some utility down to dissuade the vision, but as it stands, as soon as that drops, he's going to have
Come on,
full
win
sight
the
on all of
bonus,
them who
win the
just suddenly
bonus.
start pouring back through. There he is, actually plays through it and gives himself up for the trade. It's a 3v3. Time going to be no way.
Oh no.
No, not like this. Penny, Jammyz,
They got it,
please.
they got
What
it.
is going on
They
here?
got it, they got it.
Keep it clean. There we go. Jammyz just says, chill out, boys. No more of this nonsense. We're keeping this clean. Can we keep these rifles up?
They made it expensive,
Absolutely,
though.
we can keep one. That's what you get away with. But you do get the round, but you keep one of those rifles.
Yeah, it cost them nearly everything. And we already said that was on the back of really just Spectres carried through.
Who plays next?
The crazy Raccoons in
after
that
this
round,
is
so
Newturn and
I'll say yes, the round win goes in V1's
and,
favor.
Sharp.
That's a big win for Crazy Raccoons. Yeah, I'd say
Enemy remaining.
a nice closeout from jammyz actually. It's a couple of confidence builders there for him to get on the board. A nice three-piece to close it out. 8-8 the scoreline now. Couple of couple of ultimates coming online actually. Crazy Raccoons here. Penny gonna pop his Blade Storm off the rip as well.
And this is the thing. After the previous round, the amount of damage
They're just gonna fly out of this. They're gonna fly right now.
Incredibly impressive.
Here he
They have
goes.
Rifles down. They've got the op out. They actually have, I'd say, the lead in the economy. But we have to see what they can do now on the buy. Zellsis going to come in and find Ryan, but the quick trade out for Zephyr. The spike is going to go down. You see Penny just on full guard duty here. This is a really fast side take coming out from V1. This retake, though, we've got to see what the Crazy Raccoons look like when they're going to be forced.
Oh no!
Oh no.
That sucks.
Again, that paint shell could have given them so much time to get this retake started nice and early. Hunter's Fury now in response. Again, effys knows that they're going to be re-entering back
There's
through
so
heaven.
much utility, dude. Just getting
Very
delayed.
late in the day here. Crazy Raccoon's got to move quick and find some kills fast if they want to get this going.
I don't think they've got time on this. I think V1 knows it as well. The Crazy Raccoon's going to drop down. Neth going to give himself up for the trade. Yeah, Penny's just making light work for Medusa does well, but by now this is wrapped up. Medusa is going to have to get out with the rifle himself. A lovely sight take from V1. Very well handled and no opportunity for that.
Are you kidding me?
The retake from Crazy
All of
Raccoons
your
never
guns.
really got started.
They're all
they were never able
gone.
to get back in. The combination of the utility was
Yeah.
good there from V1, but and again,
But
that nade didn't help, obviously.
Yeah, I was going to say the paint shell not going through just meant that they had to fall back so deep into spawn to allow this all to happen. Well played by Penny actually, all the way from I'd say in hell there to deal with the first.
Bro,
two that
they
dropped
needed
down.
those guns so bad.
It's just too late in the day for Crazy Raccoons to get anything.
They have a
going.
worse buy and they
Well,
won the round.
I mean, didn't invest anything.
V1 won the round and their
Munchkin
buy
was
is
the
worse
showstopper, and
than Crazy Raccoon.
Rion, Medusa, and Zephyr all got their ultimates available
That
as well.
sucks.
Zephyr's actually going to pop his Blade Storm
That sucks.
at the start of the round. Aldrone going to come through. Now, no teammate there to deal with it. Somehow still crosses amidst all the spam that comes through from V1. 4 members of V1 actually in mid posted on the archway.
It's like a hunting pack of players. They're just staying as 4. Off the back of the flash from Zellsis is going to take short, but waiting on the other side. You're going to have 2 players here. Munchkin's going to be one of them. Couldn't quite convert it. Effys outdoes him, just going to barrel on through. And now there's problems. Ryan, though. This flank could be huge. The timing, no! Effys punishes again. Ryan could have done some real damage. You see Zephyr just chomping at the bit, trying to get involved in this one. Spike now down. Jammyz play back in on short.
I want to see him fly in and own.
Well,
I know it's not going to happen.
We're going to do it to you. You like
but
that
I want to
late
see it.
kind of short play coming out? Yeah, feels bad, doesn't it? And now what do the last 2 players do? Neth and Zephyr, I mean, they can try and find something, but just swinging off the back of contact here should at least give them the round. There's the trade, and now you got the numbers. Unless Zephyr does something unthinkable. Oh, he's been caught in the heels, spammed down.
I was hoping for a
Effys.
clip right there.
A big
A
round
nice
there.
4K.
Yeah, really, really well played from him. And again, on the back of Rion, able to slip into a
Dude,
position
V1
where ultimately he
V1's
could have punished that entire push.
V1's doing
through.
well.
I think actually did a lot of damage
They're doing
to
well.
effys.
They're holding their
Initially,
own.
I'm not sure who the second
Penny's
player that
killing
actually
it.
peaks.
Wow.
You come through here.
That
It's actually effys getting shot in the back.
Okay.
Comes back and deals with it, but the Cosmic Divide just, again, have to respect it. They have to play deep enough. They can't really dip back in there, and it allows version 1 to deal with everybody that's outside of heaven, right? Everything that's on shore and basically down on site itself. They're giving them total control.
Medusa, this could be huge, but there's gonna be utility to check on this.
Wow.
Oh my
There
god!
it is. That's gonna be 2 big
No
kills.
flash.
That's massive impact. That does set up for a potential chance of some more damage. Neth, waiting
One
patiently,
flash
just
would've changed
hoping
that.
Maybe a lapse in judgment gives him the chance to get some damage done, but
But I
Jammyz
get
on
what
the
they're
other
trying to do.
side.
They were trying to be quiet. They were trying to take
Just
that
kinda
real
keep
slow,
that
real
idea
quiet,
that
no
they're
info.
going this way, building the back of their minds, and there it is. Again, more utility being thrown in, but Neth yet to be checked on. Boombot comes out. Again, nothing wild just yet. But you're going to see a little bit of a second of consideration from V1 now, backing away from this.
You're gonna drift towards shore, which is where Zephyr's actually posted up with the shorty.
Not
Right
again,
now.
not like
Rion a little
this.
further behind him with the sheriff now.
I like it.
30 seconds.
Let's go. One's good.
Oh my
There's Zephyr.
God!
Impeccable work out of nowhere, and this is gonna rock V1. They are not loving this at all. These rifles have now just been absolutely ripped from them. And a massive round for the Crazy Raccoons. Look at that! What on earth did they just pull off?
No way.
They literally get 4 weapon upgrades out of that as well on the back of what, 2 sheriffs?
No
a shorty,
way,
I think,
dude.
A frenzy was that?
No way.
Something like that at least. Barely any investment, and they turn that round in their favor. Sorry to judge as well. One I missed at the start. Again, just something simple, playing off the turret's contact here. Jammyz ultimately praised that. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful from Zephyr.
There.
That is so good.
There.
9-10. Game back on for the Crazy Raccoons. They've got to keep this up, though. They've broken the back of the money from V1 on this. Their economy's in pieces. That's great work. They've been able to just kind of filter up all those rifles they've collected.
Zellsis,
Oh,
this is all you.
Stuff. Zephyr just holding a bit of a dirty angle to try and play with. Gonna have to force his way out of this, but V1 will at least get towards taking the site here, actually.
Well,
Zellsis is going to clear out a lot of this space, and Jammyz also there as well. One player actually
that
noted
sucks.
very deep
I mean, he made the space, but
on short.
no kill.
No
They
damage
didn't
done
give
on
it
the
to
way
him.
through. Now, Crazy Raccoons have a lot to work with on this retake if they want to invest.
They're doing the molly that goes through the wall, I think. Is that what I'm seeing?
There we go. There's the first big investment in here. We go. Everyone's flying in. Now you can see Munchkin just spinning around. One Alpha. That's 3 in a row. These guys just popped off on the retake. In the space of a second, they destroy so many, but Jammyz is still doing damage. Even the turret finds Munchkin, but the spike now getting toyed with. Jammyz
Wow, the
doesn't check on
patience.
short punishment for that. And effys.
The patience
Can't
from
get in on
Killjoy.
it.
Retake.
Huge retake.
Like I said, they actually had a lot to invest, and it's the lockdown of Munchkin just absolutely exploding with the showstopper. And like you said, so quickly, they destroy 3 members of
A lot
Version
just
1.
happened right there.
That
A
post
lot
plant
just
holds.
happened at the same time. A
One
little
wide
confusing.
open. I mean, you gotta watch that one again. Thank God it's in slow-mo.
Give me the
How quick this comes through.
Thank God it's in slow-mo.
It's beautiful, the second kill.
Dude, I'm pretty sure I missed
That's
the first
funny.
kill. It literally, How are these guys so
He died
quick?
to the
This
turret.
is so sick. 10-10. This is all tied up, all even. Back on the bye now. Crazy Raccoons are turning up here. I don't think we put them as being, like, maybe upset potential, sure, but, like, this is scary now. And, of course, we do have Zephyr this time on the op. Gonna have a little look towards short, but utility gonna hinder vision, so has to back away. Looks like a default from V1 to begin with. Not too much of a lean either way.
Take flight.
Initially, no presence shown anywhere from version 1. Other than this owl drone coming through, and actually only spotting 1 member. I don't think it noted Neth, who was playing very, very close in market. On the back of that,
Ooh.
V1 actually will lean
Why,
all
he's
the
so
way
good
towards
here,
short.
dude.
Rion,
No.
they line up for him.
He's so good in this
Oh
position as well. He's
my
been such
God.
a nuisance playing this spot constantly. And be able to get 2 there again. This time with a rifle at least, but Zellsis going to deal with Munchkin, so they know there's another. But Zephyr's still waiting for the next fall through as they do come towards the
They don't
site.
win this
Hear the
round.
shot go
V1
off.
doesn't win this.
Didn't
No way.
find target.
No
has
way.
to fall away to a deeper angle. No.
Okay.
Sticks around and gets punished for that. Jammyz not
That
gonna
might
let
have
him
been
get
a
away with it.
throw,
Now 3v3
but-
spike is going down. Can't be denied.
They might win the round
There's
now.
post plants. You're gonna have 1 top
I can't
towards
believe he
hell,
wasn't just watching
1
A
towards
main
mid.
right
Actually,
there.
2 in hell.
I don't know
Okay.
what the. It's fine. It's okay. It's okay.
Actually, yeah, Jammy's going to invest the lockdown as well. That's going to run the clock down in favor of actually. Zellsis gets a lot of pressure here, but you have to respect it for the time being. Zellsis, can he find that second? Not going to get detained just yet, but Zellsis still able to run the clock down. Finds the 3rd on the round now, just down to Neth.
Yeah, Neth's not gonna way around as Zellsis just playing those 1v1 so perfectly.
It was all up to the Jet.
Into just manageable scenarios. Really well done to Zellsis in that, to stay cool under pressure. And again, I was surprised they didn't go for more of an effective trade, but they seem super paranoid about the main player as well, which is pretty reasonable, but very well done to Zellsis.
That's crazy. They got this double right here, and I thought the round was over.
Actually,
the round should have been over. Zepher was holding A main, and then for some reason he stopped holding A main.
Line up and Rion's in the...
And that essentially just lost them around, and Zellsis kind of popped off. But
you said it. I mean, dealing with Rion and Shroud has been a real issue for version 1. He's able to play so deep, and again, it's not on the back of anything really put together on the side of Crazy Raccoons. It's
one mistake.
Rion just being on point.
One
with his
mistake
shots
right
and,
there, costing the round
perfectly.
Okay, tactical timeout.
One freaking
again,
mistake.
money-wise, you got to make this one count, right? Like that's the thing. Now Zephyr, yeah, he can get his ult and just play with that, but they're sitting now on what 2.6, 1.7, 2.2, and 6 after the investment. So they can't really be handling much of a loss on this. Both teams kind of towards the end of it. So V1, yeah, they're on 11, but this is pressure time.
Yes, indeed. And again, lots of positives to take away here from Crazy Raccoons. I mean, I'm with you. They've stepped up in a big way. And
wait, are they
again,
in a different room?
This being an opportunity.
Where are they?
Really, for them to I guess stamp their impression on Masters 2, right? What do they bring to the table here? So far, I'm very impressed. Munchkin has been an absolute delight to watch so far. Yeah,
he's the one who stood out in. If you watched over their games prior to now, I think a couple of his approaches to the game were pretty notable. My literal note is Munchkin nuts on Sky. So the guy clearly has a great deal of ability, but just
that makes more sense. I was wondering why they didn't have their headphones on.
But the thing is that as much as I'm just worried it's going to get to the end here, and V1 are going to win potentially if they convert this round. And you know, the scoreline, people forget how close this game potentially was, because this has been a real push from a side that I don't think many people would have imagined would have been able to go this far already. Like, the way they've approached this is phenomenal. So I just want to see more from them. So I almost hope they convert this round just so we have a further pushed game. So already Munchkin could be the one to be trying to get that first contact over towards A, but falls away from this.
They made so much noise.
To kind of maybe
they shot like 4 guns right there. They gotta know it's A. Crazy Raccoons has gotta know it's A.
Gonna come through, try and brute force their way on. Actually, Zellsis and Penny will lead the charge. Munchkin didn't deal with the first. Zellsis will find one, and actually that runs down now. The damage is done though. Comes through a 3v3. Great work from Munchkin.
Yeah, his ability to stay alive even just a couple seconds longer, get that second kill, is brilliant from him. Zellsis though going to try and build a little control towards Short, divide it his own way. Now Vanity going to watch his one dashes on through, but Zellsis finds Neth and already
has
down
got
to
some
2.
balls.
This is going to be Zephyr having to be put
He is
under
winning
pressure,
them this fucking
exactly
game right now.
Having to find it, no. Effy's big denial, good trade though. That's huge work, but it doesn't equate to much as the conversion in the end comes from Zellsis in great positioning, working his way around to secure the round, and it is now 12 on the board. In the final throws, it looks like maybe just the Crazy Raccoons have run out of steam here.
Yeah, I think that's fair to say. I mean, great work from Zellsis, thinking on his feet there to push all the way through.
Oh my
God. Pinch from heaven, perfectly timed. Actually on the back of almost things turning back in Crazy Raccoon's favor, right? Both kills on site go to them.
I think we're going to OT right now.
Actually not as good as I was expecting. I mean, 2 judges on the board, no ultimates available. Munchkin one off the showstopper. So expect him to throw that in the mix. Should it come online? Once again, version 1 going to come up. Penny actually based on popped, and it's Rion again.
They do that all the time.
Offshore this time around. Effys, the Hunter's Fury from deep, going to find the kill to open things up.
And Rion gone. This isolates him so badly.
All right,
you can see it
let's
just
go.
Instantly makes it all fall to pieces. And Zellsis has been a constant thorn in the side. And Munchkin can try as much. He needs to truly dig deep on this.
Hold up.
Does at least bail out towards Penny, but now look at what they're left with.
It's
Neth
not over.
Munchkin 13 HP. Neth can work quick pick up towards Vanity. And Munchkin's heard this.
Oh my
God. But he
God.
can't get the frag. Jammyz outdoes him.
Jammyz.
And now Neth with it all to do in the 1v2. Going to leap on down. Actually gets a free start towards effys. This could be big, but the time being bought here Neth knows he's up against it, just trying to find the first. This is just cruelty, but no, punished in the end, and Neth now.
No way.
Jammyz is so low, look at him.
Jammyz is super low HP. The turret ain't gonna do anything at this point. You gotta deal with it. Oh my word, Neth. Impeccable work. Saves the game. And we go again.
Oh my God, what are
Insane
you
round
guys
from
doing?
Neth, the Red Bull clutch to put them
Oh my
back in touching
God.
distance, 1 round away from forcing overtime here. What a round.
Oh my
It was so
God.
back and forth.
That is NA in a nutshell right there.
He has to peek
Holy.
onto the turret. Luckily, deals with that, but a crazy round back.
Why?
Well, like I said,
Zellsis,
Munchkin
why?
finds this first one as soon as the showstopper's
Why?
online. Happy to throw
Penny.
this in the mix.
Vanity,
13-18
why?
loses out the 1v1 versus jammyz zone. That's the thing. He was ready. He was
Holy.
anticipating that look.
Just
But
win the game.
Coming through when it matters.
Oh, that's a tilter. I'm mad. I'm mad.
Both
I'm not
these
even
teams are
playing,
on such
and I'm
a
mad.
poor point for the economy. You got 2 Bulldogs, a Judge there for Neth. On the other side, a Spectre, 2 Spectres, excuse me. So
I have this fight.
neither team in the perfect position on this one. Now, what do they do with this? V1, where are you going to take this? If you head towards B, Medusa's there, Munchkin is there, and out of all the players, I'd probably avoid Munchkin if I could, but timing's going to be the factor now.
Slow round. Actually, Neth having the lockdown online in this round. Again, when you know version 1 are going to be treading very cautiously. Could be a big playmaker.
The turret.
Trying to get something done off this utility in B main. Nothing real cleaner though. Zellsis going to retrieve the orb. A little bit of damage coming through, but nothing noteworthy.
I thought that'd be substantially more than that. Zellsis in a little bit of bother here. Munchkin's gonna make it work.
It's
towards
going
Penny.
to
That's gonna be the first pick up this round.
Why did I say it?
And they're gonna peel.
Why did
through
I
it.
say
They're backing.
anything?
This 20 seconds.
I'm-
This is dicey to say
Wait,
the
who's
least.
on short? Who is on short right now?
It's Neth with utility.
Oh no, Neth's gonna buy the time. This could be a huge disaster if he just buys the time. Vanity does get
10
past him.
seconds left.
Munchkin on the side just wants to try and deny the spike bomb.
No way.
Effys
No
runs
way.
through him. Is this
No
how it goes
way,
down,
they
really?
saved it.
A 2v3 post.
They're
now.
alive.
And you got Medusa and Zephyr
Oh
against
my
Jammyz,
God.
Zellsis, and Effys.
Let's go.
This is a fight for OT
13-11.
for the Crazy Raccoons or the victory on map
Woo!
1 for V1. And Zephyr flashed up, forced to back away, scared of maybe some pressure coming off the back of it, but no, Medusa now opens up the way through on short. Just trying to build on in. First fight comes in,
Wait.
gets it. Effy's now down. Zellsis looking a little dicey on the side, but he does
They're
manage
good.
to deliver
They're good.
towards Zephyr, and now the 1v2
They're good.
feels almost impossible. Medusa doing everything he can to try and find a way forward. Gets down Zellsis. He
They're
needs to
good.
1v1,
They're good.
and Jammyz is low
They're good.
again.
It's over. It's over.
Surely not this time. He's
It's
gonna
over.
get it to
No
halfway.
way.
Well, no. Jammyz peek it. Jammyz peek it. Oh, and he does
Gee.
in time. Jammyz peeks the corner.
Making
and
me
gets
nervous,
through
man.
On map 1.
Holy. Oh my
What a
gosh.
I mean, at that point, just double check it. Actually, yeah, this is pretty much as we would expect coming in here.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that. I was seeing if maybe they dabble in something new, but this is the thing. Do you bring out any new looks now? I mean, you've just had one of the closest games. I feel as though you've got to kind of play to your strength at this point, and it does seem as though the teams are ready. They're locked on in, and we can start now looking towards map 2 and what this is going to entail. I'm going to push you for it. I hate doing it to you, but prediction-wise, are you on board with Crazy Raccoons potentially taking this, or are you saying it's a close 2-0? Because I'm going close 2-0. I genuinely think V1's going to probably convert this, but I think it's going to be close.
I thought it would be 2-0. I thought it would be comfortable. I'm actually kind of with you, but there is definitely
Hold
the
on, hold on.
possibility.
I love that. The little deep nade to allow the orb to be picked up and they back away. I love these little, like... I love utility being used with intention. I think it's a great look for this, and it does mean that V1 have to clear a little bit more
Ooh.
meticulously, but Penny connects out of nowhere. Munchkin just lost his head.
This is the second trying to play
Oh
Zellsis.
my
Pinches
God.
perfectly as Zephyr tries to back away. Medusa will respond, but kind of isolated inside the nest here, and Vanity there to greet him on the way out of that smoke. Neth now the last one on site, but
Spike
we'll
down
find
A.
effys. V1 got to hit the brakes on this for the time being, as Jammyz, like I said, in that role, able to lurk through mid here, find a huge gap on the back of that rotation coming through.
They got to know
Catch the
somebody's
audio cue
lurk.
also on Rion rotating. We'll find the kill as well.
They went back to A, dude.
Feels a little rough now. Neth.
Well
43,
played
that's a
from
lot of damage done.
V1.
Vanity 40, jammyz 70.
Planted back on A.
Planted.
Oh.
Yeah,
That feels bad, man.
Yeah, this is the problem with finding so much value. And I'm talking about just the information alone from that lurk from jammyz. They're able to just run rings around Crazy Raccoons in the pistol round.
Yep. And now the post pond's so strong, they've got such good positioning. Neth gonna have to just hope for a freebie through the smoke maybe. Vanity denies. And round 1 goes V1's way, but again, I think we started to see the real impact from the Crazy Raccoons really kicked in on those gun rounds. That was the more impressive part to me. So again,
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm not so fussed just yet. I want to see what they look like once they get those rifles beside them. But this is the start, and I'm wondering where that. Okay, fair enough. Must be nice to have that sort of aim, but just absolutely punishing at this point, and lovely progress towards the site. Very, very meticulously done so far.
There was a point there as well. I thought potentially jammyz going to get caught off guard, but like I said, the audio cue comes through. At that point, you can relay the information, and V1 decides to actually just swing back. Plant on A here. Actually, that's going to spy out some info with the turret, but he's the only one here for Crazy Raccoons right now, and he's pushed up. Okay, he will respect it now that the owl drone comes through. V1 will be given site control.
I don't mind people going for a stack in a round like this. Keep in mind that the Crazy Raccoons, their economy is going to be pretty poor in this round, so why not try and do something a little out of the box? Stack towards B long, didn't work out this time. V1 are going to be in on the site. See if they can keep it clean. Looks like it so far. Rion going to find 1, but that's about it. And
Jesus!
nice aim, but couldn't quite convert. Penny
So
out does, and
aggressive.
just before we get to the buy, of course, I do want to give a huge thanks again to the observers who have just been absolutely impeccable so far, which is Prius, Sapphire, and the one and only Yeti. So big shout out to those lovely humans bringing us all the action from in-game, and also got to say it, Penny off to a great start as well. The man does like a strong beginning, right? Like, Penny comes out absolutely blasting, and he did in the previous game, and just carried on. He was able to kind of keep pushing that sort of presence, but I'm just waiting for the Crazy Raccoons to get into the game, and now they're on the rifle round, so this is where it's got to begin, right? This is where we get to see suddenly maybe that dangerous side that we saw in that previous map.
Yeah, and it looks like an all-in. Ooh, Rion actually catches a headshot on the way up there, but Vanity
Didn't expect him.
Trade
He was expecting the dink jet, not the omen, full health.
Find the kill. That's an early man advantage here for V1, but rotation's already come through. If the Crazy Raccoons can stop this plant coming.
Have a look, see what Neth can do with this as well.
Stalling it for so long.
Yeah, the time being bought here is fantastic. I'm keeping my eyes on if Penny potentially does try and maybe locate some space towards A, because this is an all-in rotation, because with Rion down, they can't really hedge their bets. They have to kind of overcommit to these rotations, which could be punished. Now there's been a bit of a pause here.
Dude, if he gets into sight quickly.
Be a really nice piece if they do find that space towards A, but you can see Vanity still trying to sell this concept. Now Neth does punish that, so we're already going to be back down to this 4v4, but look at the progress that Penny has made. Zephyr's already over here though, but it is just one player. That spike plant could come in now. Audio cue going to be made so they know that there's now
I don't think
that
they didn't need to do that with Vanity.
Actually going to be Zellsis.
I don't
think plant. There's Munchkin will find.
I think Vanity should have just fought by himself rather than
all the way from behind
doing whatever the heck that was.
Zellsis gets his ultimate online, so potentially come through and deal with some of this early presence here, and jammyz going to get himself up into a position where he can play the post plant. Zellsis finds the first.
Zellsis really good for that one. You can see Medusa pushing up for this one. They have to try and disrupt that Viper in these post plants. We know it by now. We've been telling this story the entire time, and jammyz has gone down. This opens up the chance. Great work from Medusa and Neth there to keep an arm's length, and effys trying to do everything he can to deny the spike diffuser. Now back on it. Can effys deny it? I don't think he can. No time on it. Munchkin keeping him safe. And the perfect beginning back into this for the Crazy Raccoons after a good read from Penny to try and utilize that rotation from the Crazy Raccoons.
It's unfortunate that, like I said, I'm not sure whether or not Munchkin just caught that angle over the top of screen from Boiler, but Penny getting picked off there. I only gave you...
God.
Actually threads the needle, as I said. A beautiful shot to get back in, and actually jammyz with the snake bite slightly off on the plant there, so I don't know if that was a bit of a readjustment on the plant or the lineup wasn't right.
A lot of faith put towards the one omen, locking down B for now. Rion gonna be left with it all to do, and not necessarily a poor read at this point either.
They use their what the?
Mid presence gonna be splitting through. I wonder
What
how much
the
damage
heck?
they can do. This could be a problem if.
So no idea.
He has no
Neth is
idea.
absolutely none the wiser. Caught with the pants down. This is a beautiful split.
I mean,
already.
you see a
V1 are now
smoke.
behind enemy
He
lines.
must have not. He didn't
They
turn
just
around.
pinned in.
There's no
Munchkin's
way.
gonna
He
try
never
and
saw
reaggress,
that
which I
smoke.
don't mind, but they've left Vanity posted up to catch this rotation. Lovely work. V1 have just done a clinic on this round already. I
Oh my
love this. But
God.
now the 3 remaining. Can they put together the last picture of the pieces? No. Mid has been infiltrated. There's no way back in for it.
Just fantastic work from version 1. Again, to smoke off the turret there and double push towards Neth. Neth has no idea whatsoever that they've got all the way deep into kitchen. Effectively getting all of this control so deep and for free, basically. Medusa find a consolation. Potentially a second here. Again, just looking to do a little damage.
Why did Zellsis do that?
Version 1.
I mean, to play off jammies, I
Player
guess.
standing.
Okay, yeah. Comes through and Vanity
They only lost
cleans
one
up
gun. Not bad.
over on the other side. But yeah, I love that little kitchen piece from version 1. That's on the back of, I think, actually, was it round 2 where they spotted out the Killjoy setup, and really good way to tackle that. Now Neth's got to be a little more diligent. He can't play this deep and rely so heavily on this utility to give him the information.
That's crazy. If anyone just looked in that direction, that smoke would have been obvious what the play was.
Bring it into
But
around
nobody
like this.
looked.
Very well done. Now,
I mean, they
again,
didn't
we have
really
to see
need
that
to.
The answer gets
There's
made
no
by
reason
the
to look
crazy
over
Raccoons
there.
for starters, but it won't be in this one.
Surprised
'cause
they
they're
didn't
gonna
hear
be,
it, but
well, on a lighter purchase, whichever way you want to cut it, sitting around what 2K, 4 towards.
they didn't lose any.
Zephyr, but
Penny
that's
bought a
about
frenzy.
it.
Oh,
So
is he the one
again,
that died?
This might be time just to almost take this round to discuss the
thought it was
theories and
someone else.
going further forward as we get to check back in on the.
tech
other
pause.
nice
Tech
looking
pause. Tech
stage.
pause. There's
Nice,
always
just a little caster podium. Up
always
the
a
top there,
tech
wouldn't
pause.
Nah, dude, I don't leave the house anymore. What do you mean? I'm happy here. You can just be seen. Use
We're
that
back!
hashtag instead. Way easier.
Oh my god.
Is it
it?
time?
Real? Is this real?
So,
Nobody,
okay,
nobody
scoreline.
move. Don't
Scoreline.
touch anything.
I need to write this down. Oh no. Scoreline is 2-1.
Wait,
Apparently.
it's not 3-1?
So, I need to catch up on this. Hypox,
Are you sure?
You have a cast.
Okay, sure. Yeah, V1 leaning heavily towards A here. Yeah, right. Actually, Vanity going to find Zephyr trying to get a little bit of aggressive. Penny as well will do some damage onto Neth. He's got to back up towards backside. Down to 27 HP now. Initially, a lot of control gained by V1. Now, still got to get the spike down. The Nano Swarm going to force that off default for the time being. Give Medusa an opportunity potentially to find this, but he's going to owl drone through. We'll spot out effys. Actually,
Oh my
doesn't
god.
actually opt to spam through
What
there.
is
I guess
happening
conscious
in
of
this round?
another player playing close enough. Now he comes through though. A little bit of damage done, but no
Why'd
kill.
they take so long to plant?
Okay. So the 4v4 post plant. I'm looking at Neth here, pretty close by. I have enough audio cues to maybe work with, but Vanity already finding Munchkin. It's going to make that a problem. Medusa, that's filthy work. Vanity and Penny going to be reeling off the back of that. The Zeffys and Jammyz going to be called upon, but now look, Viper post plant. You better be ready for this one. You can already see the damage gets done, and V1 do close it through.
So
the
it's
scoreline now
3-1
will
now.
actually update to what it's meant to be, so I don't have to count. I got real nervous that I had to get like an abacus out, that I was about to be doing some on-air math, which is never good. But scoreline is now sorted, hopefully, and everything is back underway. So we're good, right? We're good?
Yeah,
We're good.
yeah, almost like it never happened. This time around, again, Snakebite does do its job dealing with it. Actually, I think Neth was down to
Wait,
he was
is
27
this supposed to be
HP
3-1?
initially, but
Wait, what's wrong with our
Snakebite
guns?
did it
Wait,
with
what's
it.
happening?
closing things out, stopping
That's
that
not what
defuse
they're
coming
using.
through now. V1 once again, a heavy lean on towards A. Actually, Crazy Raccoons did try and stack over B there to greet anybody coming out on B lane. Now, Neth didn't back up once again. Very low HP, and he's tucked into backside.
See if he gets anything out of that. Zellsis.
Oh no,
Ooh,
Zellsis.
Zellsis gets a big punish for that pretty brazen fight. Now Penny's going to be the next on the
no.
top, potentially.
Not like this.
Like
No
flies.
way.
How is this getting turned? These are the rounds that somehow the Crazy Raccoons make look so deadly. Munchkin sends it, doesn't quite find Vanity, but as the smoke dissipates, he's left standing, no bullets left to play with. And now Effy's called upon to try and deal with the sudden mess that's coming out of nowhere. No spike plant to be worked with. He knows where Munchkin is. Can he clear it for free? 23 HP makes it much more comfortable to work with, and there it is. Effys clears. Now, Rion was noted earlier.
What a shit
but he could have
show.
easily moved by this point.
Repositioned down to 45 HP though. Still only a sheriff in hand. He's not been able to upgrade it.
My God.
Effys comes through.
Ace you with the
Red
save.
Bull clutch for him there to turn that round back in their favor. Again, Munchkin, unfortunately, I guess not anticipating Effys having that second shock dart available, but literally dug out from backside there with relative ease. And I gotta say, initially, Crazy Raccoons finding so much value early on in that round, just finding a couple of really weird kills back to back. Vanity does great work to, I guess, put the first kill on the board, but shout out Effys, man. What a round from him.
We're good.
Yeah, super
Everything's
clutch.
fixed.
Red Bull clutch, you might say. And Munchkin wanting a bit of that himself, but yeah,
Oh
just
my
baited out by
God.
utility. Out of nowhere, V1 find two big entries, and look at the pace in which Vanity's going to take the space.
A little much.
Medusa just on the other side like, yes, I will sit here. This is perfectly fine. Now the spike is on towards the site, and now Zephyr can't see that. You've got all the utility kind of keeping him somewhat safe, and the spam's going to at least deny the spike plant for now.
Hunter Fury popped. A couple of warning shots sent out, at least to zone off version 1 for the time being. But meanwhile, Zellsis has actually slipped up inside tube here. He's going to get himself into a really good position to apply some pressure to the back line of Crazy Raccoons here.
No, he just had to look.
Completely
Oh, this
unaware.
works too,
He's
though.
trying to spot mid now. Damage comes through onto Snowman. Zephyr will fall. Zellsis spotted the second one as well.
nice.
Look at that. Digs Neth out. Medusa trades it, but the damage is already done.
That's impeccable. Just hitting the brakes for a second to allow him to work. Medusa needs to go full clutch on this one. 30 HP. Still some utility to work with, but pretty tricky to dig these players out of these positions. Jammyz on the swing, yeah. Not even going to depend on the utility if required, but just happy to take the fire. Medusa falls. V1 looking solid here. Ultimates now all coming up as well. They've got plenty to play with, and it's a collective effort. It's not just that one-man show. We saw Zellsis having a great game before Penny, but this is all of them. Everyone delivering now.
Yeah, actually, the break doing wonders for version 1 in terms of coming back into this. Again, though, Zellsis just times this out and literally threads all the way through. And again, I love the decision making there, not to backstab Neth, but also prioritize that kill onto Snowman more so. It gives his team the opportunity to move up onto the site. He can come back, reset perfectly with that flash.
Good
deal
call.
with Neth
This
second of all.
mid-piece.
He still got
Wait.
caught.
Yeah, straight through against the pistols. You do have only, like, what, a Sheriff Frenzy, a little bit of armor with it, so it's not like a completely neutered purchase. Still got a little bit of danger to it, but Munchkin can at least find one. That's Jammyz now found. Quick dash on the get it. There we go. Got himself a rifle, not for long. Gets it for a second. Oh, and Zephyr's just eaten that flash. The double down. Zephyr tries to work with this, doing the best he can, but he's being swarmed. Players just about everywhere, but the aim is crisp. But it doesn't really make for much here.
Oh,
It'd be a miracle
no.
to even live, but
He
a
tried to
valiant
dash.
attempt, but
He
Effys
dashed through the
defined, and
gun,
V1
but it
again,
didn't
just
pick up
taking
the gun.
strides through the map now. It looks like coming out of this break, the V1 have just kept the pace up, and the Crazy Raccoons look a little shaken here.
This was quick.
This was clean though, and especially with the classic as well. Finds the first and free gun, by the way. Absolutely free. 6-1 now. And this is the point really, and I was talking about this a while back now in the first few rounds. I want to see Crazy Raccoons really make an adjustment here and fight for this early round control.
Oh.
This is the sort of thing I'm talking about. Munchkin actually going to force Penny off that top spot. Vanity will find Munchkin though. Penny comes through. First
V1's
two kills
moving
go in
so
favor of
fast
V1
that
once
Crazy
again.
Raccoons just
And look how
they
quick
don't know what to
this
do.
is.
It's brutal. They are just flying.
They have no
through the
idea.
side.
They're just going
they're
so
giving
fast.
So much. Crazy Raccoons are almost giving up way too much of their space. So yeah,
Oh
they can
my
play for the
God.
retake, but you're playing that against the
They're
Viper,
getting caught
like
with
a
their
good
util
Viper. It's
out.
something that I said about V1 that I liked through their qualification route is how well they played with that Viper in the post plants.
It's kind of weird that
Especially
no
with
teams have a
effys as
Sage
well.
here.
Sova too,
Like
like,
Sage
it's
would
super deadly.
own.
That's before you even address the fact you got like Penny out here. You got Zellsis. This should be just a back away and keep those guns. Zephyr wants to keep that op up. Medusa's not going to get anything done. Maybe cost them a rifle or two, but by this point the money's pretty flush, I imagine.
Yeah.
So it's really just trying to keep that op in play for Zephyr, but they're going to hunt him down. They got players to spare. Yeah,
Nice.
Zellsis,
Cat.
happy to claim it. Vanity will lose life, but they can reinvest. And the Raccoons have not got an answer right now. They need to invest a lot more into these early rounds and kind of try and potentially fight for that space because the retake ain't working. They aren't getting those fast flanks on. They're not getting that pressure through mid. Remember how we were praising the likes of Magnum, for example, from Fnatic for controlling that mid pressure that could have been coming out. There hasn't even been time for that against V1.
It really hasn't. And
Enemy
the
remaining.
problem being now, again, in this kind of position in terms of the economy, V1 can just keep coming out of this, right? They can just brute force their way into these.
They have three.
entries.
They have 4 here. Oh, it's an eco. Never mind.
It's so difficult. Once again, we're going to see the
I thought it was a
same
gun round.
play from Crazy Raccoons on this eco. They send 4 towards B lane, try and get some control early on. I'm actually going to try and pressure jammyz here. He will get picked off. Look at it. On the back of all this pressure, V1 straight away going to aggress onto A site. And this time around, Neth will back away. Lockdown available, so he's not going to sit in back site.
No, and they are on
planted.
sheriffs, and yes, they have the light armor with it, and at one point you have to kind of stop trying to play for the economy and play for the round win, which sounds obviously very obvious, but
Nice.
you can see effys just
Yeah.
striding through them. These guys are on. V1 looking like they never really stopped on this, and look at that spike plant as well. This is all going to line up pretty nicely. Neth's going to struggle. Can't even get it to halfway just yet. Here it is, sends down another, buying the time just so perfectly. Vanity could have done with hitting that, but time being bought here, it doesn't really matter. effys and Vanity in combination, making this too difficult for the Crazy Raccoons, who've just fallen by the wayside. Where's this team gone?
I think really had the wind knocked out of their sails, especially from map 1. Again, with things ramping up towards the end of Ascent. This is getting tough to watch now. effys great flank control here. Actually, again, that's on the back of Rion actually finding the first kill on the way in. Again, finds those kills. Hunter's Fury comes online, and it's another tool.
Well, so that's
Their
not over yet,
disposal in the
chat.
close plant.
But if they lose this next round, it's over.
Very, very difficult. This time around, the buy round, there's going to be 3 members over on B, and nobody there on the side of version 1 to greet him. Now, the recon dart actually going to give away a lot of information here. It's going to pull Zephyr and Munchkin to hit this rotate. All ultimates available for Crazy Raccoons. They have everything to throw at this round.
This Viper
They're
ult
second on
is
the
going to be
board, and
really,
actually
really,
get
really
themselves back on the
good.
board after that break.
But
Okay, Zellsis is going to leave
they
the
have
retake
all
so
the
much
ults
space.
to
Look at
counter
this
it,
bush. He's just gonna
so
take so much room. Here's
you might not
everything.
even
No
want
one's there
to.
stop
Never
it. Oh,
mind.
no,
He got the most
Zellsis has done
important.
him dirty.
Oh,
Great
Viper
work
ult
on
right
net.
now.
And that's
Do
site
it.
control garnered. That's enough for a spike plant. Munchkin's going to try and play back in at this point. Pretty good timing on it too.
Uh-oh.
Ult comes in, does deliver. Great work there from Munchkin. Still plenty of ults available if they want them. Penny, though, going to play the edge of that smoke. Gets out ruled by Medusa.
Penny,
The smoke
you needed
criminal
that.
just coming on through. Does not care for
He
a
played that
second.
well with the
And
dart.
3v2.
He knew
No
it wasn't
post
revealing
for
him.
jammyz to thrive in either.
Viper's Pit invested to try and regain some control of default at least. The Owl drone comes through, clear some of these angles.
Empty.
Rion's there to greet him
Left.
as jammyz tries to slip in behind it. Vanity now last man standing and a 1v3 operator in hand. 20 seconds left. Yep, just wants to deny the operator. I get something done, but again, wants to run this down as long as possible. Rion will pick it up.
He's looking for the op. He's looking for the op. Ah! He got
Somehow,
it!
some
dude.
way, get that round back in their favor. That's on the back of
He didn't
Neth
drop
being
it
the
far
first to
enough.
fall. Again, Zellsis creates so much space with that ultimate. They have to respect it. They come back and actually peel away after the first flash, but with the second, Neth will fall. But straight away, that's the lockdown. The lockdown taken off the board for Crazy Raccoons. So really good stuff from Munchkin actually to be the front man to turn that round back in their favor. And a double operator coming out here. Munchkin and Zephyr opting late on in
I
the
love
first
that
half
move.
to pull this out.
Damn, they got 2 ops.
Okay.
I like it. Change it up.
I mean, it works in CS for
But
way
V1,
up,
I feel like
way
V1's
varying
playing
reasons.
this
It's rare that
perfectly.
I get behind it in this, but the burst through middle is going to make it worse as well. That's going
The
to
double
slice
op
them right
won't be
down.
as
They're gonna
important.
isolate
I
the
mean, it
player,
could.
which is gonna be
It still
Zephyr
could.
Probably if they pour through towards B.
Oh.
Yeah, and they're right in amongst them. Even if they just considered one op being here, they're going to try and play through middle and just keep it looking so neutered, not working on the extremity. Zephyr,
This is rough. They're getting
open up
owned.
the plant for him. He can do
Like,
nothing. He
actually.
feels just like a chocolate teapot at this point. Absolutely useless. And yeah, this is done for. V1 absolutely outplayed.
They gotta
Whether
save
they
these
read that
ops.
Just one op would be in play, but let alone two. They've just absolutely dominated it. And now these two have to instantly go to a save.
Yeah, this is such a huge investment to lose.
There's no way.
Purchase, especially this round deficit. Again, I'm all for switching things up, but right here, V1, I don't even want to say have a good read here. It's just the stars align and the way they approach this round. Zephyr does actually catch jammyz on the second peak. They come through, try and shut this down. It's
Panic.
At least they
huge
got
loss,
one. They
actually,
don't know
for
about
him.
the second
Yeah,
op.
Munchkin hopefully can hold on to
They're
this one. Like I
they're
said,
thinking they got the only op in play.
financially,
Nope.
that is a tough round to lose. Yes, you could say round-wise, grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter, but
Last round
Come on.
before the switch.
Crazy
Did they
Raccoons, just
save
get one
that
more.
op? I can't remember if that was an that'd be a weird investment. I'm not sure. Maybe they saved it from.
They saved one operator,
I just
but
don't know
the
if they had
second was
two.
purchased.
Yeah, that's maybe. Look, surprising to me, but a great read from V1. Even if it was just in regard to one of those ops being in play, they just sliced through middle again, completely exploiting that initial problem we had in the very early rounds. Roll your mind back way earlier. So again, if they're still finding these issues, now neth on the op instead, this is going to be interesting, really varying this. Now Munchkin going to get a little bit further ahead here. There's the first neth with a nice snap towards Penny.
They didn't
Good
expect
start
the
for
op.
Munchkin can back away now.
worked.
They've got that first pick.
You can lean back a little bit with this man advantage. Munchkin actually goes exploring. It's going to be the spike that he finds on the back of
That
vanity.
drone didn't see him.
Moonbot goes through, going to give some more information. There's another player to deal with, and neth will find effys as he swings around the other side. Lockdown invested now. Looking to try and close this round out very quickly.
He didn't need to extend there, I don't think. But I think he was
Jammyz
trying
all
to
the way
catch him when
back
he
at
was
the top
running.
of spawn
So.
ramp. No flank coming through yet, and actually still a lot of control of mid here. With neth finding all that value on A. Crazy Raccoons are able to just kind of sit in formation here, maintain a lot of map control.
Zellsis.
Damn, he heard him.
There's a little try down towards Tube, but not really having much of what he's trying to sell. The 2v4, it can be done, but it takes a couple of mistakes to be made.
Left.
Very hard to define that without problems being had. Zephyr is a little alone, but does have ult. Jammy's going to work in with the spike now.
Player standing.
Already Zephyr's found Zellsis, and he's going to want to find some more here. This is going to be horrible for
9-3.
Jammyz. He's got so many problems in front of him, and he chooses Medusa to be the one to put him to bed.
Again, a lot of pressure on jammyz to get that done in that scenario. But a very, very convincing from version 1. 9-3 they come into this, and again, we talk about routes. Oh, nice little. I didn't even catch that one actually. It's the first time around. Nice opener there from
Yeah,
Neth,
snappy
but round score wise, this is really tough. I mean, pistol and
Winnable.
conversion.
It's
11
winnable.
rounds.
It is. That's true.
It's
I
almost-
don't know though. I think V1's
dare
gonna
I
win
say
it.
looking kind of mathematically improbable.
I don't
Now we
see.
can
I don't see him
also
coming
come
back.
back to points we were making before this series got underway. But this is actually one of the maps that you'd expect Crazy Raccoons to really make moves on. So
Yeah.
No, say it ain't so.
But
Don't give me a pause right now.
You guys at home
I can't
were
handle-
thoroughly impressed.
I
It
can't
seemed like
handle another pause.
general
I can't.
consensus of
Please.
This has
I
been
can't do
not
it.
only maybe it's been a good performance from V1. I think they look
My-
good, but it seems like most of you are taking into account the stand-in, and you know you're kind of expecting it to not
Please.
look as smooth. But you guys are saying maybe a little bit of a surprise, but also like happily impressed with the Crazy Raccoons. So hopefully that keeps up going forward. I mean, I think that's the main thing to take away here is that, you know, a lot of people are saying, again, I'm glad that I got your opinions at home, if I'm completely honest. That
Dude, it's always NA.
people saying, you know,
Always
V1
NA
is a
has
great matchup
problems.
at this pace,
Always.
you know, even
It's
with
always the
standing,
NA players,
but
isn't
Crazy
it?
Raccoons are
NA
excelling
players
today.
ruin everything.
So I'm glad to see that people are actually just enjoying this as a concept of a matchup as well. Now, this I'd say is a little unfortunate for the Raccoons that
yes.
if this ends in the way this might do,
we're good. Everything's fine. It was a tactical pause.
Map
okay.
1 was, and if they'd converted map 1, this would be map 3 time. You know, it would just open up that next opportunity. That's not the way the cookie crumbles. V1 do hold currently, of course, map 1 in their pockets, and this being map 2 here, the Raccoons do need to pull up a bit of a comeback, and it's got to start with this pistol.
Where's this guy right now? Oh, he's garage. Whoa, that's weird.
Slow approach, but actually, I think V1 going to take immediate control here. Jammyz and Zellsis actually.
Oh, this lurk's huge.
But meanwhile, Munchkin
they're not going to expect it.
Slipped all the way through. Might catch effys inside the owl drone. Lands the first shot. Luckily, closes it out. There's a second there. effys was going to recover that. Now Penny
good dash.
going to run a nice little bait there. Vanity going to counter peek off of that. Now version 1 have a man advantage. Spike planted on A though. Actually, Vanity dipping a little ahead of the beat there.
Zellsis, the timing. There, this is going to be scary. Zellsis needs to be able to keep himself alive. He does. That's 2 big kills, but there's Zephyr on the counter push.
No.
I thought Zellsis could have mopped them all up. I was a bit worried about the timing on the flash, but Zephyr finds it just right in the end.
Oh, no, 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 no.
Unfortunately, no more damage done from heaven, at least there. As if they had a perfect opportunity to pinch Crazy Raccoons as they tried to get very aggressive, actually, in the post-plant, but... Again, exactly what we want to see.
Ooh.
Coming back through and actually playing that very, very confidently. A very quick piece coming out from Crazy Raccoons. On the back of version 1. Drawing first blood, actually, on all the way on the other side of the map.
Why go sheriff on pistol? I mean, it's that new. You know, it's that new thing.
Vanity to solo
it's not bad on certain characters. Jet can make it work.
Judge and my armor while we get to stack out.
Just
everywhere
depends.
else.
Like
it's
if you're
a bad idea.
if you're Killjoy, you're
this,
not buying a
like,
sheriff. If you're Jet,
it's a little
that's
one-dimensional
fine.
to an extent that if it doesn't go that way, then yeah, it can kind of suck. But you're clutching.
If you're
Yoru,
Yoru,
anyway. So I kind of like the idea of giving it a little bit of a unique approach. Now, with no early contact elsewhere, it looks like they're all going to kind of pile around here, and Zellsis is trying to bide the time to get the rotations in, but keep in mind that the Crazy Raccoons are way better invested into this. Already Neth going to find Zellsis. You can have Rion towards the back of sight. Really nice pickup so far, very clean, meticulous, and no real opportunities for jammyz and vanity here.
Spike planted.
Actually, the turret's there to spy out jammyz on that.
1 enemy remaining.
A late lurk, try and dig Neth out of that position, but Vanity now judge in hand whether or not Crazy Raccoons are actually going to feed anything across them. This is another comfortable and confident round win for Crazy Raccoons. Whether or not Vanity can do any damage is really the big factor. No. I was ready for it to be just like 2 line up for him there on the open. Gets
it's gonna be a long game.
Bolt, but good stuff. But early on, I mean, if you want to start believing, these are the sorts of rounds you want to see Crazy Raccoons pick up.
Yes. And keep in mind that being a Prime Gaming Flawless, this does build up the money. They had rifles out. This could have been costly if they did lose them. That's actually a pretty good round to keep that clean. So
the box
see them at
hair,
least try and
dude.
build that economy up.
The
Giving
box
this one
hair.
a bit of a try now because I was a little worried that they're not playing the current meta to an extent, right? If you're not going to run your Vipers, if you're not going to do this and that, there's always going to be a potential of a threat. And you could get left behind. There's a lot of benefits to running that sort of look in these sort of games. But as it stands, hold on. Munchkin's just got a mile of map control building. I think it's Zellsis on the other side playing deeper, just kind of watching the cross up. I wonder if Zellsis gets a spot on this. He definitely has now. But Munchkin's taking a lot of space in mid.
Yeah, again, this is the second time now we've seen Munchkin really force his way up tube with the absence of anyone playing there. Zephyr, speaking of forcing his way on, comes all the way on. It's a battle of the judges. Vanity actually comes out on top there. Zephyr will fall.
Wasn't pretty, but it did the job at this point. Now Spike's gonna go down, and it is 4 plays in the post plant. Now, of course, it's a little different. Yes, they have
Wait, that guy has a sword.
Yes, they've got Medusa
He's
as
got
well
the
on the server,
sword.
so maybe it's still gonna be a bit of a problem. But V1 on the play back in.
I saw it.
Zellsis gonna lead the way. Unafraid, gonna be the first one forward. Trying to be as bold as he can, get as far as he can. Gets a tag on Medusa, but the kills ain't
so
going
low.
clean. Vanity desperate for this to
Okay,
work.
he
He does get it, but he loses his life. Fred Neth there on the trade, and now Munchkin and Neth have to make this work in a 2v3. Now Spike yet to be toyed with. Oh, and Neth out of nowhere. Finds a huge pickup. Wait, no. Effys is on it.
What is going on?
Effys is on the spike. He's still going to get one now.
No
He's got to nowhere
way.
because he just got the kills on his teammates. Effys off the spike. He
No.
wants the kill. He can't get it in time.
Oh.
Forced to fight. Falls back to the spike. And I don't know if he's got the time on this, but we're going to find out he does. V1 with the clutch.
You just noticed? Yeah, I just noticed the sword. Well,
Effys
he's had that the whole
Red
time?
Bull clutch, man. It's
I mean,
the
like-
second time here on Icebox, and it's
They
to
didn't
put
show it, is what I
V1
mean.
back in control, back in the driver's seat here. Unfortunately, Crazy Raccoons unable to convert that, and everything was going their way early on. It took so long for version 1 to deal with Medusa there.
Enemy remaining.
I thought they had that one in the bag.
They showed the same. Yeah.
Okay, that's it. I was going to say, version 1 now addressing the fact that Munchkin's got in undetected twice now. I like this readjustment from version 1 to put some emphasis on mid, and that's on the back of, I guess, only really in the pistol round finding value on that B lane stack, because jammyz... Actually, the headshot, I'm surprised. Actually, it didn't do any more damage from that on the back of Munchkin's Vandal, but jammyz got to back away and respect it.
There's a lot of pressure put towards the safe site so far.
So you gonna try to walk up?
Coming out from Munchkin.
Munchkin's gonna try to walk out by himself, and then they're gonna go A.
Be cautious of this. Zellsis,
If he gets
though,
one,
could
this will
be
work
that
well.
player to make a difference. We'll see. Munchkin gets the timing, gets the shot. jammyz is now gone, and that's a
One's
problem they have
rotating.
to address
Oh,
to
no,
an
they're not.
extent. Whether or not they rotate off this, we're yet to see, because as it stands, the Crazy Raccoons were postured towards A. They were ready to go for this one, but now information may be limited. If they peel away from this,
They're actually just
there
going
could be
B.
a punish
All
from
right.
mid. Zellsis is going to see this cross. That's one, that's two. This is huge information relayed. 3 players now noted, crossing back on over. They do know that Munchkin is already somewhere on the site, but by now they get such an early read.
You should run.
Actually, Killjoy investing the lockdown here. B-Lane's not going to allow version 1 back onto
it's a pretty
site
good ult.
now. 12 seconds left to plant.
Makes it so they can't really spam him.
Shock dart, but Munchkin there ready to punish him on that lineup.
I like that from Munchkin. Just trying to use the space that he garnered earlier after that pick towards jammyz. Now, Penny1's back in, though. Set into motion by the Omen. Lovely work there. Good combination, but good trade out for Zephyr. They're not letting these untradeable kills come in at all. They're all going to have an answer for him. Vanity and Zellsis feeling a little left to rot out here. Yeah, Rion's already found Zellsis, and Vanity can try as he might, but so many players to try and deal with. They're all just spamming away. They know where he's at. Tries to thread the needle. Not going to happen, and the Crazy Raccoons are right back into this now.
NT.
Great response there. I love the readjustment as well.
Oh, is
from Rion
Justin
to
here?
his TP.
You
All the way
finally
into mid. Just under
awakened
boiler
from
there.
your slumber? I'm in Discord,
To play
by the way.
3 very, very
I
wide
think.
split.
I should be.
Yeah, actually, let's take a look at again overall the economy for version 1. Yeah, it's not actually great. They're going to be right back down to a scrappy purchase here, a shorty, a bucky. It was like 2020 somewhere along the way, but
Get out of my way.
nothing on the side of effys and Penny. Penny actually going to arrest the Blade Storm off the rip. I get
They just
something.
said both.
Actually, no, it was Zephyr. They both popped. Yeah.
Both went for it.
Here.
Yeah, Zephyr being toyed with by Zellsis, but Medusa's going to find Vanity. This is all looking like it's going well. But once again, the Crazy Raccoons outnumbered in the end. There was like a 2-player face there. They couldn't deal with that, but effys has to
Ooh.
move, and there's nowhere to run, nowhere to
Wow.
hide. Penny from
Why'd
up
you
on
play
top,
it
though, gonna find
there?
Medusa looks for more. He needs more as well. Keep in mind,
What?
the buy is pretty poor coming out.
Why
from
did he do
V1.
that?
Oh no, they're all bunched up. That could have been huge, but it's not. Munchkin gets the gun out in time, but Penny punishes. The trade out for Rion is big, but now the 1v2. jammyz could get this kill. The timing's everything. I don't think he saw him. jammyz definitely
No!
13 HP on Rion. I was gonna say the range a little awkward for it there. Oh no. I mean, if he'd have got that, he had a perfect opportunity to get a clean reset. There was no chance of a counter peak coming on to trade Rion if he falls in that scenario. This is so unfortunate.
10 to
3
7
rounds now.
Yep. Look at this. V1, it felt inevitable. They were sat on 10, right? Normally I don't talk about comebacks until you get to like double digits towards that end, but V1 have gone quiet. Now, they have at least got the money to bring out the op now. Penny's back on the full buy here. Everyone's sitting a little pretty. Bit of light armor here and there, but it's not the end of the world. Investment of the ult as well. Jammy's going to commit to this side, and Zellsis helps him out while he's here. Trying to clear him out of this one. That's a good idea. Jammy's going to be forced away. It touches Munchkin, going to try and take the space towards the site.
Jammyz?
What? Jammyz? They're...
What?
They're everywhere.
What the?
But Zellsis still gonna fill the gap. Apparently it's fine. Rion's now in trouble. Yeah, this is the weirdest shutdown. Munchkin's gonna have to go super clutch in this one. Sprays away, doesn't quite find Jammyz, and I don't know how he lived through all of that.
They didn't even lose a player. Not one.
I have no idea how Medusa and Munchkin are able to just take.
But they got the plan off.
Paying no respect whatsoever to the Viper spin. I think Jammyz ultimately was like, yeah, there's no way that's gonna happen. But V1 respond. The Prime Gaming flawless round victory here. Put V1 on 11 rounds. Again, we asked the question with these rounds trading back and forth like this, what it looks like for the economy. See coming through here, it's Zellsis is like, okay, yeah, there's somebody on site, and then there's a peek that comes through onto Nest. It's like, yeah, there's 2 people here. Really, really weird round to watch back.
Very backwards. Very, very backwards. Me and you. During tech pause.
Yeah, that's how I felt earlier.
But quick piece from mid coming out from Munchkin. Hold on, Effy's on the other side of this, and Munchkin waiting for that time. Yeah, gets it so good. Munchkin he's a nasty player, man. Munchkin is someone to watch. I don't care how the result goes at the end of the day. This guy is solid. He used to back away though. Zellsis definitely caught a glimpse of him now.
He's just so slippery, and time again, he's able to.
Oh my god!
And here, re-aggressing once again. We'll find Vanity. Penny now with it all to do from behind yellow. We'll line up the first, and nearly actually connects 2. Actually going to look to double dip.
Oh, this could be huge for Penny. I want to see what he does with this one. Everything. But he's going to see that they backed away. This is big information they can relay.
He's knife out
Munchkin's
behind.
The problem, though. He can catch
literally
everyone's rotations. Him just piercing through middle was a massive play, but Penny looking more like Kenny in this one. Spots out another pixel out of the place he could have done with that.
He took his knife out, he
started
running, and then he
Jammyz in the right place at the right time as well, leaving just Neth and Medusa alive.
God.
And you can see the spike now being toyed with towards the side. They should be in a good position to play retake on this. I want to see what positions they go for. Neth gonna try and cover off at least the short wrap on this one. Zellsis there going up towards heaven.
Penny
heading on around as well.
Medusa actually has Hunter's Fury, but he's stuck on site for the time being. No real opportunity for him to reset. Yeah.
This is where this has to comes down to Neth, and he's gonna double down on it. Huge pick up there. Finds 2. And he's gonna need more. Now Zellsis can put the wall up if he wants, and he does. But it doesn't stop the bullets, but he's going to sit it towards halfway. He's not stopping. This is a full defuse. He's not getting off the spike.
No way.
He's not getting off the spike.
No way. Oh, that's heartbreaking. Zellsis just giving no respect whatsoever. He knows Neth is low HP. Throws up the wall. Oh, my word. That's what takes us to match point here. Version 1 on the brink of closing things out on Icebox.
My heart breaks for him a little, I've got to say it, but the balls of steel coming out.
He didn't even try to
Zellsis,
spam.
Nothing. It's so awkward for Neth to actually take that wide swing, right?
Yeah, of course. Are they walking mid? V1 are walking mid. They're just straight up walking mid. Welcome to deathmatch, ladies and gents. V1 just want to get this one started. They're going to have the read. This is surely an A piece now. All players going to be in the right place. They can leave Jammyz as just
I thought they were going to go all the way.
B if required, but they've got 4 players now waiting for these guys to make it through. Ultimates are plenty as well. Effy's there. Vanity's got his. On the other side, yes, Medusa did have his, but he was locked to sight. As we noted last round, Plant going to come in, tries to be denied.
Huge.
Spike does go down regardless. Zephyr in the meantime did catch Zellsis, so that's going to be a player advantage, at least in this post-plant.
And actually, I think Effy's got 2 tags with the Hunter's Fury there, so 2 players very low HP. And actually, Zephyr once again runs over the kill. Vanity falls, and now Munchkin comes through with a judge trying.
Oh my god, they're still in it.
Do some more damage, pile on the pressure. Jammyz will find one, but Rion in a position to trade. Crazy Raccoons. Put another one on the board. Stay alive for the time being. And right there, again, you can see version 1 as 3 walk mid to make sure Munchkin can't do the same thing again. Actually, it's the perfect readjustment on the back of nobody showing on B. They come across and they fully invest on trying to stop the plant coming through, but unfortunately at that point,
it's winnable. It's winnable. They're on an eco. Buy some marshals.
Especially with Munchkin getting so close already behind default.
Now this has broken the money for V1, so this is actually kind of scary. Penny's gonna invest onto the ult.
There.
But beyond that, they have 2 marshals. They have a sheriff, the classic on effys, but then it's gonna be Penny on the ult. So full armor on Penny too. So he's your danger man.
I'm joined. You gotta tell Mike to join Discord. Oh, okay.
Zellsis
Okay.
to keep control in middle just in case, but it's gonna be this AP.
Let's watch this. I will join once this match is done.
A couple of things here. Medusa going to try and find a tag with
It's
the
only 4 more rounds, right?
Maybe put that Hunter's
Wait,
Fury
I'm
to
in
use
Discord.
here.
Oh, I must be in the AFK channel, I think.
Actually, not going to opt to do it here, so probably going to save that for a post plant.
I gotta pee really bad.
See, Penny, we're up on rafters here. Bladestorm in hand. Now, can he find something on the way in? Zephyr gets one in, gets straight out there, and actually no trade comes through. Munchkin with the double on the showstopper. Brings this to a 2v5 now for version 1.
Spike planted.
All the dangers just suddenly been quelled from this round. You're down to jammyz and effys, who were there to cause a little bit of a problem, but they weren't meant to pack a punch like Penny was. And now, as we can
You're
see,
always
Neth gonna
peeing?
clear up effys,
I drink a lot of
and this is
coffee.
gonna be 9 on the board for the Crazy
And a lot of
Raccoons.
water
Now, keep
at
in
the
mind,
same
they
time.
were tearing through this. There's been a couple of clean rounds, sure, from V1. But don't forget how dangerous they were looking. Jammyz just being toyed with.
Close.
Neth there, gonna shut him down, and it's gonna be 9 on the board for the Raccoons, and they're starting to look scary. I mean, the economy was broken from V1. They should be able to get a buy back soon, I think, but again, this is a build potential here.
I guess the other thing in terms of damage control, not an awful lot. I mean, actually, the showstopper, yes, but I mean, in these other rounds where they can just let Munchkin kind of off the leash and do his own thing, he's able to thread his way through and find value. Now, we have to wait and see if version 1 doesn't look like they're going to try and greet him with this mid presence here.
Blocking sight.
Actually, Crazy Raccoon's spread a little thin.
Oh no. Oh no,
He was-
don't let Penny start like that. A free pick towards
He was
A? There's
charging
no
right
response.
there.
There's nothing they
Knife
can do with
out.
that. That's
There's
just the
nothing.
site now gone. They've lost full information on it. Yeah, they've got, what, like a turret there, I guess, but...
Well, the other thing is now they can lean away from A. You can see straight away 2 players come towards Boiler, 1 in Kitchen. Now, Munchkin will respond, finds jammyz over on Snowman. But...
Oh, look at this bait. Medusa, wait and see if anyone would dare to. No one does go for it. Yeah, and you're right. There are 2 players here now. Vanity's over this side. You have Zellsis here. Both have ults. Zellsis may be able to use his if he wants to try and dissuade
Yes.
a little more, but... Munchkin finds Vanity so easy. It felt like they lost track of him a
Munchkin
little
is
bit.
owning.
Zellsis
The name.
Owning.
can't do anything.
The paint shell on point as well. It's come through as a man advantage for Crazy Raccoons here in the post plant. Not an awful lot of utility, but like I said, the Hunter's Fury still. A couple of shock darts sent out. I'm trying to fish out Munchkin, I imagine, knowing that he's down to 36 HP, but the double peek as the smoke drop is perfect. Lockdown in response here. V1's still trying to force the issue.
For white though, for blind, Medusa's gone down. Zellsis needs to make the most of this. Tries to clear out as best he can. He couldn't quite get it, and it's still gonna be going through. It finally gets destroyed. Now Penny up with Zellsis in a 1v2. Neth needs to clutch out this time. Backs away, and now Neth double dips.
Nice
Tries
try.
to keep them off the
Wow.
spike. Has to check that time. No full
Nice
fuses going
try.
down here, and it will be another on the board for the Crazy Raccoons.
Comes through Neth with the Red Bull clutch here to keep Crazy Raccoons alive once again, bringing it to 2 rounds now. Again, making all the right moves to make this comeback somewhat believable. And I'll be honest, things shaping up very similar to what we saw on Ascent. Crazy Raccoons actually building a lot of momentum. Once again, Medusa, Hunter's Fury still available, not invested yet. So they have that at their disposal, but Penny with the operator, 1 Spectre. It's
But look at the rest,
scrappy
yeah.
round for V1.
Money's tight. Penny, though, has to make the most of this. Sets up Zellsis
Perfect.
into play, potentially. This could be huge. Good flash, going to clear out util, give away a little bit of the game. Doesn't
Oh
quite get
my
away
god.
without...
He's going back.
That's a lot, and Penny again
way.
finds Zephyr.
Yo, Penny
That's
is
gonna be all.
owning.
And there's Zellsis just kicking into gear, all off the back of Penny with a perfect pick to begin it. Now we're down to 2. Medusa and Rion have to clutch out again.
Hit him with the ult.
A 2v5. Ult invested.
That was-
Everything being poured onto them now. You can see the push coming out from Penny
That's
as well.
not the ult.
On
That's-
the back,
that's
just
not the ult you
flanking
wanna
this through.
do,
They are
but
being boxed
whatever.
in,
It's
closed
fine.
in. There ain't nowhere to go now.
Both of them now creeping up towards Vanity. Low HP behind Yellow. If they can isolate this, they might have an opportunity to turn the tides on this round. Jammyz. Jiggle peeking the edge, man. Actually, potentially going to get backstabbed.
What the heck are you guys doing?
Vanity drifting away from yellow.
Hello?
But look who's waiting. Vanity. Say hello to his little friend. That's going to be one. The second evades, but now a 1v3. Still looking rough. But
GG.
Rion wants to fight the just
Go
on
next.
the other side of that
I gotta
smoke.
pee. I'm gonna join Discord.
Players are here.
In 3, 2,
Rion,
1. Okay.
how much can you do? Nothing at all. V1.
1 second.
Just stop before it starts. Version
Hello?
1. Lock out the game at the very end.
Hey,
I
Jordan's
thought
in here
that
too?
comeback could
what
have
the heck?
happened, but no, they just completely
I guess. I don't know what's
stomped
going
it down
on.
off the back of some brilliant
I gotta pee. So,
All right.
I'll be back.
Fantastic series. I mean, for me, version 1 ultimately being tested here. Crazy Raccoons. I mean, they played with heart. Again, to heat up in the way that they did on towards the end of both maps. You gotta give credit where credit's due. Really, really impressed me, and ultimately a team to keep an eye on here.
Yes.
But take nothing away from that. Version 1,
What up?
well poised here. Again, an emergency sub in the roster, and I don't think you can tell, man.